Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back. Oh my goodness, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. I know I was supposed to be here yesterday. I know. Let's get it out in the chat now. Let's just get it out. I was supposed to be here, but I was not feeling that well. I was just like tired, work, everything like that, right? So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go take a nap before I got to go to work. Get some extra sleep, see how I'm feeling, get all that going out. Am I just like tired? Am I getting sick? I feel like I got like a little bit of a stomach flu or something. It's kind of zapped me out a little bit, but I'm here. We're good. Got some sleep. I do get to work from home tonight, so I get to stream for a little while today. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome, 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 awesome. And yes, we're here. And I'm sure you guys have a ton of questions from the Q&A we did with the developers, which was absolutely amazing. It seems like you guys loved it and had a massive amount of, comments and questions and stuff like that. Sorry if we missed any of your questions. Also, too, I'd like to address the having to be a subscriber to the channel. Apparently, when I hit save prior to the stream going live, it just didn't save. You know what I mean? So I don't want anybody to feel like you guys had to be a subscriber or anything like that. It was an accident. It was 100% honest mistake or a glitch on YouTube. I don't know what happened. You guys know the whole thing with the old Out of War one we did on the 30th of last month with their 2-year anniversary. Same thing kind of happened there as well too. Most of you guys know that that was not an intended thing. So just want to say, for everybody that's watching today that may thought I was trying to pull one over on you guys to get subscribers, that was not the case at all. So I appreciate all you guys that understand that and could just subscribe. And if you didn't want to be a part of the channel, you unsubscribed. No hard feelings, anything like that. So just want to clear the air on that and just let you guys know that yeah, we don't do that here. So let's see here. Who do we got in the chat? Let me tab out for a quick second here. We got Eric, we got Truck Videos, we got Nick, we got Syrian, we got Squares, we got Randy, Old Yeller, Matthew, Chris, Mad Creature, Andrew, James, Roy, Chris, who dat? Got here Long Hauler, Ryu, we got Dark Tree, Grumpy, Halo. What's up, guys? What's up, dudes? Yeah, as well over on Twitch, we have the 45 Bear as well as Cookie Monster. What's up, Cookie? It's been a while, brother. Yes, it has. He says, "Woot woot, let's go, baby." Been waiting years for this DLC. Yes, we have. We have. A lot of you guys know, like, kind of like what I was trying to like hint at on the Q&A was, I've been waiting for like 5 years to show you guys this stuff, and it's finally here, and we're playing with it, and it's kind of like the final thing to the game itself, and it's a very bittersweet type of thing. I think I'm kind of up in the air. Let me know how you guys feel about this. It was kind of like it feels like, yeah, it should have came out way back when things happened, right? But now that we have it now, it kind of feels like with GMS 2 lurking around the corner and the demo possibly coming out at the end of Q1 or Q2 of 2025, it kind of feels like the perfect timing though, actually. It's just a bummer we didn't get too much content in between, like the heyday of GMS and now, right? So I think that's what irritated a lot of fans. Like I tried to convey in the developer Q&A, that because a lot of people still don't know, it's a different development team completely, even upper management completely, whole new team, and a lot of people are still irritated and mad. Is this team going to do everything perfect? No development team does. But here's a couple things I have to take away from the Q&A and everything like that. And I'm sure you guys noticed a lot more relaxed environment. They were just relaxing, chilling, hanging out as human beings. And they're transparent about everything. And we didn't really get that before in the game. So, you know, in the community and things like that. So I think I think people just relax. That's pretty much what I can say. Let's just relax. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a whole new team until they prove otherwise. And I think that's a good place to hold the game and the company and the franchise of GMS. Yes, it is Gold Rush in a lot of our hearts and minds, but GMS is the new title and the new branding. And yeah, and we asked and they delivered season 1. Yes, exactly. And transparency is the massive change and stuff like that as well too. Exactly. That's what I said to them afterwards. We had a nice little talk afterwards, after the Q&A, and I was like, you know, I think, because my whole goal of the Q&A, what you guys probably noticed, was making sure that people understand it's a whole new team, because it matters to kill the hatred and the toxicity and things like that. Like I've been trying to say over the last 2 years, that it's a whole new team. Yes, we may not like certain things that development teams do, but it's okay to say those things. It's not being toxic. It's not being nasty. If you don't share that opinion and you think that people are being toxic and nasty because they're stating their opinion about things, that's your fault, not the people that are stating opinions. So I really do appreciate you guys being open and not angry in the chat the other day. I really do, because it was kind of like a coin flip whether or not it was going to be a flame fest or, you know what I mean? Let's just be honest about it, because that's why we're here. You know, I was kind of like, oh no, man, this could be like, whoo boy. GMS too soon. Here's my guess, and I have no like inside information or anything. Nothing's been said to me, anything like that. My pure speculation and guess, as I would have to say, if the demo's coming in, you know, the end of first quarter or second quarter, I would say we might see it in the first quarter of 2026. I want to say that'd be, and that is a pure guess. So yeah, we're just trying to let some people roll in here, guys, and then we'll get to playing here. So if you guys haven't, make sure you guys smash the like button. I'm going to hit you guys with the poll. You guys know I'm going to do it because you guys slacked off the other day on hitting that like button. You guys know what's up. We're going to do it. We got to do it to you. We have to. It's just something we got to do. Yeah, I'm just going to be reading questions for a little bit, guys, and then we'll get to dig in and stuff like that. Let's see here. Yeah, transparency is a massive change for it. Really is. That with the new team, the transparency has been fantastic. As you guys know, I am not a tester anymore. I do not test the game. Obviously you can tell I had a different version. I mean, I kind of want to clarify that a little bit. I have a different version of the game, so I can record and do all the crazy stuff that you guys saw that I did in the video. Right. And I really do appreciate the development team for allowing me to have that. That with me also saying, and I know this might upset a lot of you guys, I will not be playing leaderboards ever again, because I don't think it's fair that I have a different build, and I would never want people to think that I was cheating, stuff like that. So I will never be playing leaderboards again. So just to let you guys know, I am completely retired. Season 10 was my retirement season. I came back in for season 16 to do what happened. You guys all remember that. So, you know, that's kind of where that is. I just want you guys to know, as the fans, I want to bring you guys that content that I wanted to do for 7 years. And a lot of you guys are OG viewers, right? A lot of you guys are OG. You guys have been watching me for 7 years. And you're like, yo, now all of a sudden there's just no content for like the last 2. I had felt like I just had reached everything I wanted to do with the game. And since there wasn't really anything in sight, I was like, hey, I need to find something else to help my channel grow. Out of War was there. It came in at the right time. I was about ready to fold it in and just be done with my channel completely. And Out of War really sparked a lot more life back into the game. I love digging games, as you guys know. I love playing them. I love chatting about them. I like talking about the Gold Rush TV show. I kind of want to get back to that. Right back to the roots of what I did when what got me where I am today after 7 years. And I asked the Gold Rush development team if it was in bad taste that I talk about the TV show and the episodes and do recaps and things like that, because that's what I would like to do with the direction of my channel, as well as cover the updates and show you guys the really cool, like, cinematic style, instead of just kind of walking around and saying this is what you do here, there, and this and that and all that stuff like that. So it's a really fun for me to, I like to do that, as you guys have seen me do it in Out of War with all the cinematic, like, trailers and intros and stuff. I want to bring that to GMS. That's the content direction that I want to go for. And it seems like you guys have responded massively to that. So we're going to keep doing that and keep working towards doing that. Been around since the beta. Used to stay with it until the new team gave us something. Yeah, it's been a long one. And seen your vid the other day, I was looking, that was made and save. Currently old school. Yeah, it's all my Gold Rush videos do extremely well, even 7 years later. You guys know I hate making videos and them being out of date instantly. I'd rather just not make a video and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I would definitely say the new DLC is 100% worth it. If you guys have not picked it up and you guys wanted that end game experience, it truly is an end game experience to the game. There will be some changes and stuff like that coming up here soon. So yeah, there'll be some changes. The producer said that there'll be an update tomorrow. And there's quite a few little hot fixes and things like that that'll be coming out. So yeah, we're having a nice little fireside in the cabin here. Let's see here. I don't care how new school you get, Split. If you don't do one claim, one cleanup, I'll unsub, lol. Yes, Cookie, I will be bringing back the meme. Okay, you guys all know that I was a meme player before leaderboards. That was my content. I wanted to be the Todd Hoffman of Gold Mining Simulator. You know what I mean? I did things stupid on purpose so you guys would laugh at me, and it was fun. And I want to get back to that vibe. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm going to be going in the direction with the content for this game. Since like I said, I'm retired from leaderboards. I don't have the time to do it. I work full time now. So a lot of you old stuff like that come back. So I do have a different version of the game. So I can do things that you guys can't do. So we're going to do some crazy stuff just to see it happen. You know what I mean? Right? So yeah, dude, it's going to be awesome. Henry, thank you very much for that, super chat, man. Appreciate that, dude. My notifications are turned on today. Yeah, it's just delayed. Todd Hoffman of the Gold Mining Sims. Yeah, I mean, it really is. So, I mean, that's where we're going with the direction. I will be adding in Gold Mining Simulator to my streaming list, as I want to make sure I give the guys a little bit of a break that are playing with me in the other multiplayer games like Out of War and Farm Sim and things like that, right? So we definitely want to give them a break. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to be... No, well, let's talk about that. How should I attack this claim? I can attack it many ways. It's one of the largest claims that we've had it's the largest claim we have in the game. And I'm thinking about, since we've never been able to really do it and simulate it in this game, I was thinking about just making a spiral pit, not caring about the gold values and not drilling the map and just kind of running it like we would go bro, kind of like I kind of want to role play it a little bit. I don't know if I don't want to meta mine or do anything like that. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking I would like to kind of like do something along those lines where during the playthrough of this save, we'll just continue this one and kind of go for an open pit, because we've never been able to do it on this game ever. Like you can kind of do it on Pine Valley, but it's not deep, so you kind of feel like, you know. Yeah, the claim's actually big enough to do a spiral pit now. It's absolutely cool, man. I'm excited for that. That's one thing I'm excited for. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Goodness sakes. I guess I left my thing on when I was chatting with the devs after the stream. Get everything filled back up. Can I use my dual joysticks on this? Okay, yes you can, but you have to use external programs and stuff like that to make sure you can separate the joysticks. So, one thing that the developers did say, in GMS2, they're going to actively try very hard to put the steering wheels, put the dual joysticks and thing like that into the game, right? So, but in this version, you can do it. There are some guides on the internet.
Everything possible from one end to the next.
And everything possible. I mean, it won't take me long with this big excavator. This thing is a monster, but I kind of want to do something unique. And I think a spiral pit will be fun to kind of just like simulate that. Is your water on? I'm not running anything right now. I just got to get everything fueled back up, but it should be. There are some bugs right now with the thing, as a lot of you guys have been reporting. If you guys could please report your bugs. Console questions. And by the way, all these questions are coming from the Q&A that we had. Oops. Yeah, report them to the devs, not to me. So, pretty much what the developers said is that they have to really take a look at the performance before they bring it to console, because the claim is so big that you might not be able to, it might not load halfway across because of performance reasons. So I'm not sure, like they said that there's a little bit of time that they need for that adjustment to see if it's going to go there. Just flushing the plant right now. Just got to fill everything up. You just washing all the gold out, you know? Am I going to do a fresh start from beginning? Maybe later on down the road, yes. But right now, while Orange Beast is out, new and stuff like that, and fresh, everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to, stuff like that. Then, so yeah. But it's a hefty grind from start to finish. So, ooh, almost made one of my big mistakes I always used to do. I'll lose that right off the bat. Let's get Frank's filled up. A viewer challenge 2.0 noob. Yeah, I'm extremely rusty, but this game is like riding a bike. Like, one of the things I have, people are like, oh, Split's so rusty, he couldn't play the game anymore. Oh, that's why I pretty much, it's all the same. It's all the same controls I use in all my other digging games.
Darn, that's long.
Darn, that's long. Yeah, no, we're gonna be hitting it up. We're gonna do some stuff. I have some videos that I want to do with the game, as well as the episode recaps. So I kind of want to get those rolling first as well as all the other games. We don't want to neglect all the other stuff as well. So Dave, welcome everybody that just came on in. Snippy dropping the milestone, 61 months, dude. 61 months. Open pit with a decent ramp. That's kind of my thing, because we've never seen that in this game, right? Like a really good open pit that makes sense. And this claim's deep enough to do it, and it's big enough. So I'm thinking about doing my normal. Yeah, tackling this claim, and you're not just digging from the top down and stuff like that with all the new meta strategies and meta strategies. Come on, let's be honest. Adventure done. Not new. Get with the program, bro. Hey, get my nugget yet? Yeah, I got it during the stream because this is a boosted account, so. Get a little bit of water here. So if I'm doing an open pit, and we've kind of seen down to the bottom here. Probably going to start over here. I'm going to start digging out some of these layers here. That way I know where my next layers are going to go. Right, so if my ramp is going to start here, that means I can dig out almost everything on that side. And I can start coming in here and trenching down in. Now the question is am I going to run with rock trucks or am I going to run with Franks? I definitely am thinking I want to make a depot. And I want to see if I can also try to bury Cordeless as well, so that way I can kind of use Cordeless as a either I use Cordeless or Frank as a stacker. So I'm gonna try my best to see if I can't out of war this claim, right? You guys have seen me do on that game many times, right? So we'll see if it's possible. We'll see how well I can mimic that, and we'll just go with it from there. Because that's kind of like the interesting thing, right? Is what's the capability of the game after 7 years? Like I've played it a little bit here and there throughout the last 2 years, but just kind of like for myself and like nostalgic things and. Dropping some nukes. Where's Tony's? See, that's the other thing that we talked about that on the Q&A as well was, will there be bigger dozers and stuff like that? And the thing is if the performance will allow it. That's the main thing, guys. Right now, it seems like they've hit that performance limit, and that is all developers have that issue. They have to, if they hit their limit, they can't really do much more. So we'll see if they can scrape out some more. With the game, as well as since they're going to be upgrading to the new engine, which we found out that Casper was talking about, which was the other developer that was with us, as well as Michael, and he's one of the main coders for GMS1, and he pretty much said they're going to be going to a newer version of Unity, which will give them more performance. They should be able to take out all of the loading zones throughout the whole map and all those things. So we could see a really nice revised, remastered version of this game even more into the future as well too. So not just focused on GMS, but they're going to fix this as well too. So I think that's a good place for the game to be, is that they're not just working on one thing. All right, let's fill this back up. We have a lot of you guys were wondering what the clean out was going to be. The developers literally very, very, very awesome of them that they stayed up that late to do a North American stream. That was really cool of them. Dev said that anything of part 1 or part 2? What do you mean, part 1 or part 2? Yeah, the best quality of life. Yeah, they also did add some quality of life updates and stuff like that as well. I know one thing I want to do is I want to set up both wash plants, and I kind of want to dig a radial strip down the middle of the claim. Here, let me bring up the map real quick. I want to try to go right down the center of the claim and run Franks to the here and here as a meme, because I can spawn in more pieces of equipment than the claim can actually hold. So I just want to like, I don't know, I just want to do some fun stuff with the game, right? Like see what it can handle, see where we can push it, and you know. So we're going to be swapping mats soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill the wash plant enough to where it swaps. But I'm going to go ahead and I want to run one Frank over here. What's up, Dragonfire? What's up, guys? Welcome over on Twitch as well, too. And on YouTube. Making pizzas for Gobble Day. Yes, by the way, happy, if you're in the States, happy Thanksgiving. That's tomorrow, correct? Yes. Tomorrow. Have you remembered to sign? I was literally just going up there. I believe I have them on there for right now. I want to just have to check. I don't control my joystick. You don't have control of your joystick, huh? That's, maybe your wife does? Okay. Not gonna let me fill. Okay, apparently I have unlimited water. Okay. Sweet. Apparently I have unlimited water? Okay, well, we'll just run with that and report that as well. Okay, I need to buy or just drive the truck up here. Let's see, what was I going for? This poor save's been beat up. Yeah, I was going to check workers. Sure. Unlimited water. This is Minecraft. It doesn't show my inventory on there, but hey, whatever. No joystick controller yet. I don't think that they're going to, but it depends on maybe if they do the upgrade to the engine. Maybe it'll unlock something for them. Keep in mind that they are on an older version of Unity, which is, I'll be honest, from what I've read about it and talked to a lot of developers, you know, they came from Unity. 2013 was like one of the original Unity versions, and that almost most developers ran away from that and went to Unreal. And it was a pain for them to update from. It was a pain for them to update from 13 to even 18. So that in there. Let's check the workers. Clear the claim with the mini stuff. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Yeah, I do have my workers. So yes, you do only need 3 workers. You only need the shaker and the both sluice run workers, TDJs, 2 TDJs, to get the mats on the side. All right, we're good there. That's all fueled up. Pet the dog. Kick the dog. No, I'm just kidding. Not gonna kick the dog. All right, we gotta feed him. Here we go. Whoop! Bro, Dozer just got the food dumped on his head, dude. No food for you, bro. Nope. Dozer. Damn it. Bro, listen, I understand. I don't know how to feed you, dude. Listen, Dozer. Listen. Listen. I don't want to pet you. Get your tubby butt away from the food bowl. How do you feed this turd? Listen, dude, you're blocking your bowl. It's upside down on its head. Move, Dozer. Damn it, Dozer. Listen. Get away from your food bowl, bro. I can't pick it up. Come on, man. It said use. Yeah, I know it does say use, but nothing happens. What is it? Eat it on his head? Use. Bad dog. Listen, Dozer, go fetch your food, jerk. Get out of here. Dozer's gonna starve now. Is this a new game? This is not a new game. This game's actually been out for a while. It just got rebranded. This game is Swear Jar Split. No, what did I say? Oh, that word. No. That's okay. That's good now. I just can't say it 400 times, and the chat can't say it 1,000 times a day. Yes, we did get removed from the, we did get taken off of the no-no list. It was, I talked to the representative, thanks to a homie that I've had for a long time. We got removed from the no-no list. We are no more restricted to the public. We've made it out of YouTube jail. So, and yes, it was all because of the big project that I did on Out of War, and you guys were saying that word constantly in the chat and everything like that, but not the 1,000 F-bombs a week and things like that, right? So, but hey. Channel's growing good. Everything's going well. Seems like you guys don't care if I swear or not anymore, so it just makes me have to do a better job at making you guys laugh and things like that. So there's more. You guys can have your kids in the room now, right? That's awesome. All right, I think we're good. So one thing I could say about the claim is if we look at the claim, there is some. Let's get your guys' feedback. We have how many people are in here watching today? How many of you guys are here? You guys tell me. You guys are here. I'm muted? I don't think so. PG-3, please. Yeah, I don't think I swore. I don't think I'm muted. No, I cannot go back to that. Too many people have said that it's great that I don't do it anymore, because I think I've been doing it for 7 years now, and it really was one of the biggest hindrances of the channel. Loud and clear over here. Okay, Colton probably has me muted. 131. You're not. Okay. Thank you very much there, Wow Turtle. Okay, so I want to have a discussion here real quick. It's new. The DLC just came out, right? Today. How do you guys feel about the value of the dirt in this claim? Like, be honest. Like, do you guys feel that it's way too much and it's like fantasy? Or do you guys feel like it's okay because it's an end game claim and it doesn't really matter anyways? Would you guys rather have it more realistic values, or would you guys rather have it like crazy? I think it, bro. You all good, brother. You all good, man. That's kind of like a discussion I want to have with you guys. Is how do you feel about the values? Me myself, and you completely can disagree. I feel like it's just too much. I'd rather there be more gold throughout the whole map and less of these gigantic, crazy things. Just finding Jack's glory hole. Well, it looks like we found it. I mean, it is all the way down at the bottom, right? So the bottom part is 5.17 ounces per meter. Yeah, 23,000 ounces. And see, the developers are kind of wanting to know these things right now because so they can make the changes, right? Is it too much? Do you guys feel that it's insane? Like, do you guys think it should be tuned down? Do you guys think it should be like it's, you know, like how do you guys honestly feel about it? And you should go and let the developers know. Just let them know, like, hey, it seems a little crazy, but no big deal. You know, you don't gotta be like, I'm going to start a Reddit forum and that's it. We're gonna rage on these guys. No, it's just a general, you know, like end of the game. I feel like it doesn't really matter, but then again, I'd rather have it be a little bit more realistic, like the rest of the game. But then again, the game's kind of changed in the last 2 years. So, I mean, we do have a lot of gold in some of these squares, right? Like there's not a lot of gold until you know, there is a lot in the square, but it's not a lot of ounces per meter, right? Some of these outer ones are a little blah, but I mean, even a gray square is like garbage. And this is equivalent to like an OA, a good spot in OA, but a lot more gold. So Nighthawk is about 250 per square meter. And this claims like 2,500. I think they could bring that down to like 600 or 700 and give us more squares. You know what I mean? Like because why have a big claim but only dig in a couple areas? That's kind of my thought, right? So, and now we have the bigger equipment and we have the cordless. It would make more sense to spread the gold out and let us dig more of the claim versus just cherry picking the big stuff and that's it. You know, that's kind of my thought. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Also, to, like I said, talk to you about it with the devs. Go to the Discord. You know, state your opinions. It's okay that they're wanting to know these things. Just don't be aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, don't be aggressive about it. Okay, I'm gonna start digging out a trench here, and then we're gonna see what the clean out is once they switch. And stuff like that, right? So yeah, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion about it. So if you guys feel like it's a little out of balance and things like that, and the gold dispersion's a little weird, just go let them know. You know what I mean? Because those are the things that they're wanting to know from you guys. Is they're wanting to know how it feels. Does it feel good? As a game, does it feel good? And things like that, right? So don't use my opinion to sway your judgment or anything like that, or what you're gonna do. Do like I said during the Q&A. Your honest opinion. Don't just go, you know, crazy, or don't just go dev booty kissing, because nothing's going to get anywhere if everyone just kisses devs booties. I mean, give them a good, honest review of what you think. Yeah, some pay streaks would be good. You know what I would like to see. You know, and I'm not even playing leaderboards ever again. I would like to see no drilling. No buying of drill skill squares. I want to see him dig blind. And the only way they know they're on good gold is their cleanups. That's what I would like to see the leaderboard players have to deal with. No way to tell what's in the ground and where it's at. I think these leaderboard players have got it too easy nowadays. I think that they need a little bit more of a challenge. Right? That would throw a wrench into those meta leaderboard grinders. Oh man, it would be comical to watch them try to hunt and prospect and everything, you know? Oh man, my fuel tank's empty. Rip. I'll let all this stuff run out. Yeah, I would watch more leaderboards if they actually, if the meta was kind of like changed around. way more. If since we have so much randomness anyways in the game, it'd be nice to have to watch them. It'd be nice to have to watch them kind of like not suffer, but more along the lines of potentially going broke because they were digging in dirt that was bad, and it throwing their plans off. And then I think just to really kind of hit them in the belt, I would say take away the nuggetator. Not the nuggetator, but sorry, the wavetable. Make them pan that gold. I could sit for hours and just watch people pan for gold. I don't know what it is, but it is, you know what I mean? I could sit for hours and hours and just watch people dig. A square is about 30 meters deep, 7. No, yeah, Creature, I agree, man. Honestly, I would throw that math at him and let him know. Like, well, that's what I was saying. I don't think it's horrible because it's an end game. It's supposed to be exciting and crazy and big, but is fantasy gold numbers fun and exciting, or is more towards realism more exciting? And I would say that I'll bring up this point with the leaderboards. If you notice that when the new developers made the change for the leaderboards, you guys probably noticed all the numbers went skyrocketed. That's because there's like 6 times the gold that there ever was in the game when they made some changes. Like 100,000 ounce season back in the day is equivalent to over 1 million now, way over 1 million. And now that you're on this claim, you're going to be hitting millions and millions and millions of ounces, right? So it's, I don't know, it's a weird balance because there's so much gold, and I don't know if I liked it, but I don't hate it. I just don't know if I like the boost. You know what I mean? Don't forget to fill up the excavator. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just fill everything right now. Sorry, I should have had this done off stream. Hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, I eventually will if you guys are like watching me play it. But we have so many games to play now, so I don't know if you guys would be down for that, or no, I know you don't need the new Frankenstein, but Cordeless has a little bit of an issue right now, so I'm using the Franks. Screw 25, play this. Well, I do want to make sure I play multiplayer with everybody, and that means Out of War, that means Farm Sim. I do have a Cordeless up there, but right now it has a little bit of an issue with the remote control trying to like trigger onto like not the one you're trying to move. So jump, fatty. There we go. So when you have your remote control out, I guess I haven't tried it on this one, but this build's different than the last build I was on. But every time I was trying to control Cordeless and I had other Cordelesses on the claim, it would just try to control ones like halfway across the map, and it wouldn't proximity into this one, right? So there is a hotfix coming out tomorrow, so hopefully that's all included in that. Drain my tank, bro. That thing's thirsty. Yeah, if you guys didn't watch it, it would be a good watch. The developers literally just said all kinds of stuff about GMS2 and everything like that. Personally, for me, I would probably participate in non-DLC leaderboard due to the overinflation of numbers. I do like the new DLC, but I love the old school. Yeah, I agree. I think that when they go to the new version of the game, it would be nice to see them bring all those values back down to the real. You know what I mean? Like, and bring everything, you know, pretty much a stat crunch. A lot of you Gold Rush, not Gold Rush, but a lot of you guys from like World of Warcraft days, every time something big changed to the game would come out, they would stat crunch all the numbers, right? No. Why can't I pull that out? Get up there, fatty. Damn, man. I gotta need a step ladder for my short little legs. If there was a cheeseburger up there, I'd be up there. No hurry. No hurry, no worry. If there was a cheeseburger up there, I wouldn't be able to reach it, Dopey said. Oh, man, dude. Oh, it looks like they did. Okay, they did do that then. Awesome, awesome. They did extend out the range of the camera. Oof, much needed. That's the first thing I said when they gave me my copy of the thing like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was like, oh, that camera not being able to zoom out that much is kind of terrible. Oh, I don't like that. That's what C said. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna dig out that way. And we're not really caring what the gold's gonna be because we got to prep to get down deep anyways, right? So this is what you would do in a big mine anyway. So if we're going for like realism versus max yield, what you'd be doing is you'd be digging out your outers first, and then you dig out your inners to get down closer to that. So you're gonna want to open pit style. Now keep in mind, this would not be a meta. This would not be meta digging for like say leaderboards, right? That's not what that would be. So we're gonna try to take this, but one thing I don't want is I don't want the natural slope. So we got to find that and dig it out anyways. So what's wrong with Frankenstein? Nothing's wrong with Frank. No, I know it's the wrong Frank. I'm just filling it up anyways. I don't have them both on. I'm gonna use that as a backup. Hey, thanks, Clyde. Appreciate that, man. Welcome, welcome. Anybody that's new here, welcome. Sorry if I missed you guys. There's a lot of you guys in here watching right now. Much love and thank you guys for being here. Well, so let's kind of just track back here a little bit. What's up, David? Welcome, welcome. We're gonna need to get a dozer as well too. But I'm gonna do as much of the digging as I possibly can, and then I can rough it in and go with those dozer skills. You know what I mean? So this thing is a monster, so I can move a lot of material with this thing very quickly, and then I can get in with that dozer and kind of shape out. And then what we'll do is we'll switch over to rock truck, and I will start benching the thing down, and then I'll make a depot for Cordless, and maybe I'll try to get 2 Cordlesses by then. So, and maybe I'll do a cordless drop box for the rock truck, and I'll start simulating that. So for me, like I said, for me it's more about role play. I don't care about metas anymore. I just want to have fun and play the game and kind of like simulate how you would do it in real life, right? So need that little D6 dozer. Yeah, let's get this thing fired up. You guys already smashed that like button 100 times? Woo, boys. Don't worry, he's not doing a Frank bomb. I don't even know if you can still do that. I don't even know if the new devs even know about the Frank bomb. I wonder if no, I don't think Cordless can do it. No, Cordless, I don't know. No, I think about it, I don't know. I haven't tried. Listen, my workers are getting taken out by the heat. Okay, we're still in there. Hey, Vileborg, brother, what's up, man? Doing, dude. Thank you much for subbing up. And oh yeah, I want to address that. People got a little upset. It's okay, I understand. But during the developer Q&As, I try not to have notifications turned on, because it's about the developers, not me. And I do want to say thank you guys very, very, very much for all the people who dropped support on that day. I really do. Thank you guys very much for those donations and subs and stuff like that. So, as well as Vileborg over on Twitch. Thank you much, brother. So you're gonna, I seen on Rasher's stream there, you're gonna You gonna give him a whooping, dude? Cloudboard coming out hot, brother. Thank you much for that, dude. Oh man, it's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, are you gonna be streaming? Like you said you're trying to get time off, I think I saw you said. You're gonna be streaming it then. I hope you are. Okay, let's switch the mode here real quick and turn this conveyor on. All my workers are going down from the heat. Lining things up to give it a run? Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. It does seem like a lot of the OG players are coming back, man. I wish I could join you guys, but like I said, I don't feel comfortable being on. I just don't want the controversy, you know what I mean? And I just don't have the time to really commit to it. So like if I was gonna play, I would definitely let the go back to a different version of the game. And like I said, if I had the time, that'd be the only chance. But I never have the time, so I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. In my heart, I do. Rasher's right. In my heart, I would like to play another leaderboard, but I just can't. And I don't feel like to the OG players, I'd be handicapped and massively. Like I'd only be able to play for like legit a couple hours every other day. Right. And I don't know. Like I kind of did that on leaderboards for console, and a lot of people were like, yeah, that's no fun. We want to play against you like at your best. And it's like, yeah, well, what am I supposed to really do? Right. Yeah, dude, thank you much for that 10 banger, man. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah. I just don't think it's fair if I can't do it at my best. I know a lot of people want to compete against me. I know the developers asked me, would you just at least make an appearance? I mean, if it's okay. I mean, jumping on, I have other plans for leaderboards. I have other plans for leaderboards. Like, you know what I mean? So we'll let you guys kind of in on that here, probably in the next couple days. So, but I do have to talk to some of the other content creators and things like that. And there's some other things that I have to go over, and stuff. So. Stay retired, Mike Tyson. No, I mean, I don't care about losing. If I was to lose, that does not bother me at all. You know what I mean? That don't bother me one bit. Trust me, I ain't scared. I've seen everybody out there that can play. Dopey, you should be scared of me. No is no, loser, she says. No, yeah, it was fun back in the day when there's a bigger player pool and things like that. Like, a lot of people wanted to play against me. Like season 1 was insanity. The devs painted a massive target on my back. Wash plant not running? No, it is. Okay. Just making sure. Alrighty. Yeah, make sure you guys watch the swearing. It's nothing personal. We just have to make sure we keep it out of the chat. My wife and my mods will make sure that all swearing is removed, so. It's nothing personal. We just have to make sure we run the channel that way. Hey, what's up, Ian? You just got the DLC? Awesome, man. Oh, I need to stop high dropping Frank's back end back there. Yeah, I know. I never wanted to have to do that to you guys, but unfortunately, times are changing on YouTube, you know what I mean? And those are one of my employers. Not only do I have a full-time job, but YouTube is a employer to me, and I have to make sure that I respect their wishes. And and another side of it too, I'll just be honest about it. I'll be honest. I'm tired of being depressed. You know what I mean? You work really hard to grow your channel and do all these things. And, you know, people are like, oh, you should be 100,000 subscribers by now. Why not? Something's what happened. It's like, well, a lot of things happened. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just tired of it, you know? I can still be real, but not have to swear. Swearing just, for me, that was a lazy way. I can tell my jokes better. I just have to use a lot more bathroom humor jokes and be a little bit more cleaner about it. There's nothing, you know? Hype train, Vile. Much love, buddy. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the big content creators get to swear, and they don't get penalized for it, right? Because it is what it is. But us mid-range small guys, like, we get penalized massively. If you're a really small channel, you don't get penalized at all because they don't even see you. They're not even on their radar. But apparently, since I started this crazy growth curve, it's been a little weird. But I mean, it's all good though. I mean, only a couple of people said that they were massively disappointed, and I sold out or whatever apparently. But like honestly, guys, I gotta pay my bills, dude. You know what I mean? If I don't smarten up, then I have to go get another job. So that means no more split streaming and stuff like that, right? So yeah, that's the thing, right? So now all I know is I have to do a better job at being a content creator and giving you guys that same feeling, but without swearing. So it just means I need to do better, like I used to do back in the day, way back when. Like when I first started playing this. A lot of you guys remember, I didn't really swear much when I first started playing this for about the first 6 to 9 months. Then I got comfortable and it became kind of like this weird, how many F-bombs can I say in a stream and retain viewers? And it turned a lot of people off. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to grow and evolve and you know, when you hear from a bunch of viewers that, you know, hey, I used to love watching you, but you just swear too much and now my kid can understand these words and I can't watch you anymore. And you see that hundreds and hundreds of times in your DMs throughout the years. It kind of makes you think, right? So, no, there was no timeout. It was just no ban, it's just a timeout. Nobody was banned, just a timeout. We let you know when we did it. Dopey said it was for swearing. There was no ban. And they're just a bunch of haters. I mean, it's all right. Everybody's got their own thing, man. I don't worry about that, you know? Yeah, the growth has been crazy on the channel. I mean, a lot of some small subtle changes here and there and things like that. And honestly, a lot of you guys have just been absolutely crazy, dude. Like in your support and yeah, let's go ahead and move back. Oh my goodness, we found a nugget. All right. Oh, and obviously I'll let him slip. I'm only human. One thing I noticed that has never been fixed is still. I can learn my buttons again. Evan. Oceanal damage. You got a fuel too? No. There we go. Is the belts, right? Like, come on. I get in trouble too. Yeah, Amanda penalizes me when I swear on stream. Oh, this thing's almost out of fuel too. Gonna go ahead and move over here a little bit. Shorten Frank up a little bit here. Oh, I got my poor truck. Oh, get wrecked. Oh man, the poor truck. I don't think I still moved it over far enough. Did we get a wash plant swap yet? 95 on the back mats. Okay. Yeah, let's just kind of move the truck before we break it. I can kind of scrape out this side here. Seems like we got a nice little natural. Man, those are some big furry looking mounds on the back of that Frank there, bro. Got some problems? You need to go see a doctor, buddy? You all right, buddy? You okay, buddy? And we'll turn her on. I'm going to move it a little bit more too. This thing just devours pay. I'm not used to it, right? Like I knew how long I could stay in one spot for just by my rhythm of digging before, but now it's like it's all changed with this big thing. This thing's nasty. Ooh, this thing's nasty. You're pretty good, Andy. How you doing, man? Am I gonna make a WL skin for this? If I can remember how to do it. Oh yeah, I mean, it's gotta get. It's all about time. It's all about time. All right, let me. That. Little rusty because my keybinds on the other games don't have shift. I have to hold shift, so I'm just used to holding shift down. Gloria, man, dude, thank you much for that follow over on Twitch, man. You getting close to that big drop? Yeah, I'm gonna try to skim it down though, so I'm not gonna try and go too crazy on it. Let's turn the truck off too, so I don't run out of fuel on everything here all at one time. That's what we want though. We want to start going down into the ground. We're gonna need to bring some lights out. It's starting to get dark. Check the VIP chat. Second here. I know, right? I will try to play that game. I normally play Out of War. Like I've been telling people for like the last 2 years. I get this, it's probably the #1 question that I get is what game is better? And honestly, It really depends on what you like. But if you're a fan of digging holes and you're a fan of simulators, you should be buying both. You should be buying both. There's no reason not to. Yeah, graphically, this game is a little out of date. It is an older game. But the game has a really good gold mining experience with like the wash plants and hooking up the hoses and cables and moving the parts around and things like that, right? So I would definitely say pick it up. Farming simulator mining? Yeah, farming simulator, gold mining simulator. Yeah, probably gonna mess up my words. I am tired. Yeah, I love digging. Yeah, so if you haven't picked up this game and you haven't played it yet, you definitely should. Farming, gold mining, yeah, whatever I said, I don't know. Just got home. What did I miss? Not much. Just being honest, not much. One thing I do like about the this big excavator, you can actually get out and watch. Turn on the engine. Out of fuel. Oh, not out of fuel. Not out of fuel yet? What's up, binders? How you doing, man? I mean, this thing can actually take 2 franks pretty much for the most part, so we're just going to throw this one in there as well. Two franks, 1 cordless. Yeah, Tyler, I think that's a very good way to look at it, man. Like I'm trying not to lately in my gaming be jaded about one thing or a fanboy of one thing or another. And just play games for what they are. And what Tyler just said was, if you want to dig, Out of War. If you want to you know, task management type of things and dig, GMS. I think you're right. I think we're 100%. I think that's a very accurate statement. I think that GMS has a very well-rounded start to finish process, and Out of War is more like a drop you in the world and you figure it out and you build your mining empire and build and do all those things. So I would say, yeah, just kind of take them for what they are, right? And both games aren't, I mean, even if you buy both games with all their DLCs, that's the price of a AAA title. I don't think you can go, you'll definitely get your money's worth times 100-fold. Right, so buy both. Buy both and love both for what they are. I mean, I owe a lot to both games. Like the old devs of this game and Christian from Out of War. I owe a lot to those guys. Those guys have let me play the game and stream it and be myself for many years. And I respect the hell out of all of it, right? Like that's just insane. That is absolutely insane, and like I said, much love to them, dudes. Well as the new devs of GMS, man. Like, I rarely talk to them since they started. I just don't like bugging developers. I don't like DMing them constantly. I don't like it. This is the most I've actually ever... Like, let me just put it this way. This is the most I've ever messaged anybody from Code Horizon in 7 years. Is just literally been recently. Like, we talked about it about 6 months ago about me coming back and doing some leaderboard Q&As and stuff like that, but I didn't feel comfortable doing that because I don't play the leaderboards anymore. So I handed them off to guys like Indie, Ninja Gaming, and Old Man Gaming because I just don't play leaderboards, right? So why do a Q&A about leaderboards when I don't play them, right? So you know, it's and those guys did a good job. Seems like you guys like that type of stuff. So yeah, it's been good. It's been really, really good to be working with the devs. Like you guys know me. I'm not a, I don't look out for the meta players anymore. I look out for the casual normies that want to play the game and have fun. You know what I mean? That's the people I look out for the most. I know, coming from an elitist style player back in the day. I get it. Weird, right? But no, I just want everybody to have fun. I want everybody to be able to play the game, or any game that I play. You know what I mean? Like that's my goal whenever I talk to developers, to make sure that everybody has fun, and it's not just me, or just a handful of players, and things like that, right? So. Or put a little bit of a dent in this here. Same here, been there, done that. Yeah, exactly. That's been my biggest my thing is make sure that whenever you make a decision to a developer, if you have any influence, is that it benefits the most amount of people, not just a handful of people. And I wish more people would have that sentiment. I think we'd get better video games, and you know, finally gonna get a double cleanup here. I know we've been digging in junk. It's gonna be kind of interesting to see if we got a Hoffman clean out, or, I mean, obviously the ground is super rich, right? Like we were saying earlier. So, I mean, no matter what, it's gonna be massive. Is the game just surface mining? Yes, it is. It's placer mining simulation. Now we're gonna need to grab some. We're gonna need to grab a work light if I'm gonna be digging at night here. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'll play on this for a little while, and then what we'll do is maybe we'll, if you guys still have interest in a little while, then, and you want to see me continue to play this, we'll maybe we'll start a new game. Dreaded that, but you know, do I want to go through all of it again? So anything less than a 1,500 ounce cleanup is trash. Well, it's hard to say. Like, I mean, it really is. It's probably going to be insane. I mean, guarantee you it's going to be insane. Should we do a cleanup when the other mats swap over and we have a full set to clean out, or should I do a double? Well, I guess the mats are offset, so I'm probably going to have to balance them out. So maybe I'll rip them and clean them. Yes, that is the console. So during the Q&A, they talked about the console quite a bit. They 100% know your guys' worries and your frustrations and your anger. They really do get it. They honestly do. I've talked with the producer quite a bit about it, and that's why we talked about console so much the other day during the Q&A. But the side of the coin is that they have to get PC working good first and balanced so they can port it from the PC version. Right, so they got to start somewhere, and getting the PC version good enough that then they can port it in is the thing, because they, like they even said on the Q&A, they don't know how well this one's gonna react to the performance needed going over to the console. Right, so this claim is massive, and it might cause issues with the console. So just be patient. There is, was it on the 12th or 13th of December, they are coming out with the mini, I think the mini DLC on console, and a huge amount of updates. So heck yeah. And they need someone porting it. They do actually, they actually did talk about that as well. So they actually do have an in-house person that works on porting the game and is experienced in doing so. When before they outsourced the porting, so it took them a really long time. So we did get that information because that was something that I was kind of curious about over the years, because we know that when they came to console, it was a really big port and there were some issues there. So, and then it never got fixed because the dev team imploded. So it wasn't that it's not that they didn't want to fix it for everybody. It's just that they couldn't, because the dev team just imploded and the company kind of had some issues, right? So I feel for you guys, the consoles. I was a huge advocate of console players playing this game. I wanted as many people to play this game and love it and enjoy it how I did. That was my feeling. Yes, I did vote for console over multiplayer. I know. Throw stones at me. Throw stones at me. I get it. I know. I know. No. But to be fair, it was a landslide for the 100 something people that did get to vote on whether or not they would build multiplayer for this game originally before it came out. There was if I recall correctly, it was about, I think it was like 80% of the votes were for console over multiplayer. Dang it. Big dat dirt. You just don't know why they didn't roll back to a stable version yourself? Was there ever a stable version? I mean, the version I played on PS5 ran just fine. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody fact check me here, please. Didn't they come out with like an update that broke it or something? Please fact check me, because I like I said, I was gone for a little while. Oh, so they did do an update and it broke it, and then it's just been broken since? Oh, okay, yeah, I could really understand your guys' irritation. I'm sorry about that. Ooh, okay. Should probably get a light trailer. Let's do that. Take a little time. Let this thing run. Ooh, 16-ounce nugget. Let's go. It ran up on it. Let's go. Cable snapped, hooking up the trommel to the huge excavator and threw them both across. Yes. I will tell you that. I will say that if you're trying to play with the big excavator on the newer claims, be careful. I warn you. Okay, yeah. So I mean, obviously there was an issue when they tried to update it, but that can be crazy because I don't envy the developers at all when it comes to stepping into other developers' shoes. You know what I mean? Like I just don't. That's a task. You know what I mean? You're playing in somebody else's poo-poo pile. You know what I mean? And every coder codes things differently. So I could only imagine Casper's, like, you know what I mean? Poor guy. Damn, bro. You know? Like, I remember seeing the code. I've had the code. Been balanced the game, like, hard mode. A lot of you guys know that from back in the day. Like, I was able to code the balances to hard mode and things like that, right? Like, the values. And I saw how messed up they were back then. Like I said, I could only imagine Casper's job, to be honest. He's probably just running around the office, raging, kicking stuff, you know? That's why they gave him comfort plushies in the game, because he needs them. They're like the squeezable, like, you know, stress toys. Yeah, they're definitely learning. Like, that's one thing I told them about 6 months ago. I said, please remember this community's been hurt and damaged. And a lot of people are upset and mad and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? And just remember, they're not coming out of a place of anger. They're just coming out of a place of being left out with no information and things like that. And it's a game that a lot of people love and adore. And I don't think people are trying to be angry or malice or mean. It's just the way some people deal with things, right? So, and they've done a really good job at being transparent with everybody and trying to be as honest as they can. Yeah, remember they're not going to tell you everything, but you know what I mean? Because they can't and they shouldn't. Not like they're going to open up their finance books and things like that. You know what I mean? Hey, Nuke. Nice chat with you, brother. Hey, you too, man. Feel like we're streaming. Hope you figure it out. Streaming? Pff, never. I'll never figure it out. I'll never figure out streaming. Now we're just digging for fun. I'm not trying to go for like a lot of gold. I want to dig the claim a certain way. So I'm just going to try to run a lot of dirt. Oh, the other match just swapped. I think we should go for a clean out. I think I should pull them, throw them in the truck. You're fishing right now? Yeah, one day I'll figure out how to stream. The excavator has entered stealth mode. Oh, yeah. When all of a sudden like you spawned it in, and then that one's been there for a really long time. One day you'll figure it out. I mean, it did take me about 30 years to figure out how a zipper worked, but you know, I finally got it. I get in the habit of turning things off again. Ooh. All right. What up, Dow? What's up, Harley? What's up, everybody? Sorry if I missed some of your questions. I'm kind of just focusing on digging and playing, so much love to everybody that's been chatting in chat. Trying to get to as much of it as I possibly can. Keeping an eye on things and stuff, you know. Old man 410. They've subscribed for 2 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Hope that Alaska Gold Fever is as good as it looks when it Dude, I agree. That's been one I've been waiting for years. Is that? You on? I guess I left you on. Bye, Ed. All right, we're good here. Everything's good. Truck. Just gotta grab my truck, grab the mats. All that fun stuff. Going for some bass right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is run into the truck. Run into poor Frankenstein here. The dark. Let's see if I can do it still. Hey! 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 How many did I hit? Oh, wow. What the heck? I threw it way too far. Oh, man. My aim's off. The backwards toss into the truck. Okay, I yeeted him a little too far. I'm a little rusty on that one. These ones catch a little bit of, they fly differently than the other mats. Okay. That was weird. I lost it. Normally you can just... Oh, yeah, it does. They fly. They get some hang time versus the old school mats. Interesting. Like with the buckets and stuff, you just do a backwards toss. Now they're flying about twice the distance that they used to. Interesting. All right, let's take them up to the new cleanout shack. So sell it and buy it. And it's you should just be able to save the game, save the game, and close and open back up. It should be there. If that doesn't work, you might have to transport it off the claim and then back. Oh, I forgot the trailer. Got that moon gravity? Yeah. Seems like it. Dozer, I know you're hungry, but you know what, buddy? Sorry. Swore that I filled? I've sworn. Oh. Let's see here. So you formatted your PC a while back, so I lost all my saves. I'm drilling old honor roll now, and I smelt the 1,200 ounces in nuggets. Get the proper digging. Looking forward to testing the new equipment. Oof, you might need more of those nuggets. Dozer's blind now. Apparently, he's blind. He's now been blinded by the light. Blinded. Well, he won't eat food, so he's not gonna make it long anyways. He ain't making it long anyways, so. They need to add multiplayer. I don't agree with that for this game. I think that since they're working on number 2, I think it's better just to polish this game, kind of remaster it real quick and get it done. And then just focus on the new game, which will be bigger, better. It'll be more better performance. It'll look better. It'll have all kinds of new features, and we can play on that game. I think this one, it was like an industry standard, and it took years for anybody to even catch up to it. And I think they need to lay it to rest. I was kind of shocked that they're going to put as much work into it as they said on the Q&A. But not really the only. I think it's time to polish and move on. I think it's you know what I mean? Like, oh, I have no illusion to getting the new stuff with the nuggets. $25 million for the claim. I got so many DMs about that split in your video. It only says this many. I'm like, yeah, I was kind of shocked this morning too. It said 3 million. Like everybody's video said 3 million. Hybrid, Rasher, Old Man, mine. So that was kind of interesting. So we're digging in junky dirt. Anybody have any idea of maybe what it might be? This is one full set of mats. This is 16. This is 16 just digging in some junk. Into the new miner mouse. Yeah, put your ounces in there, bros. I was trying to count the zeros. I know, that's what blew me away too. I was like, what in the heck? Yeah, I got probably 40 DMs about it. Like, okay. Nice new clean mats. Heck yeah. Hoffman, 5 ounces. I mean, in the natural progression of the game, 25 million ounces would be good. Am I missing one? I might be. I might have yeeted one too far. We'll count them here in a second. I might have missed one here somewhere. I might have yeeted one on top of Frankenstein or something like that. Great. I am missing one. Where it be? Gotta be here somewhere. Frank, did you eat my mat? Where'd it go? Where'd you go, Matt? I lost you. Not either of these two. These are not the ones. Oh, here it is. I gotcha. We got it. We found it. Yeah, with the back toss is completely different. Good catch. Good catch. Yeah, I mean, with the announcement of GMS2, it was like blew up, man. Everybody just went crazy. Yeah, we definitely, they need to move on. It's good that they have a whole part of a section of a team working on the game as well as polishing this. That's very, 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 very good to see. You caught something? Penicillin can fix that, dude. All right, let's see what it is. Get those numbers in. Let's see, 30, 1,550. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look how fast it jumped up. We're just digging a junky side pay, dude. $281 ounces of gold. 281 ounces out of just out of like garbage side pay. What is going on? Yeah, Dopey's allergic to it too. Yeah, she had like broke out because doctor put her on antibiotics. Yeah, the doctor said she's really close to airway closing. For junk dirt, that's just super OP. Yeah. It's crazy. That's what I was saying. Like the natural balance curve of the game, it feels kind of weird. It feels like fantasy. The game just seems like the inflated gold prices are kind of crazy. The producer knows that. he was saying that, you know, it is kind of crazy how the game used to be back in the day to now, and they are trying to get some stuff in, but we'll let them talk to you guys about that. Like I said, just let them know how you guys feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, I know if the claim is 20, I know a lot of you guys are sweating bullets about 25 million. I know a lot of you guys aren't leaderboard players. I know a lot of you guys don't have the time to sit down and farm that much, but you want to come in and play this content. A lot of you guys have to play on dollar mode. And you can't use your old saves. You don't have enough money, stuff like that. And you kind of feel like you can't even play the new content you just bought. So I get it. I know this claim's super rich and everything like that, but it just doesn't feel like it's progressing properly. It just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't matter about how much you make out of this claim. You know, obviously, if you're digging through the progression, yes, you should have more than enough money. Some players don't dig like leaderboard players do. Ranger Police, dude, thank you much for that follow, as well as the other guys I may have missed over there on Twitch, guys. Sorry about that, guys, on the sub notification. Get this going. Ooh, what? Adobe's just over just laughing. I'm like, are you making fun of me? What's going on over here? I'm getting like a complex. Like, what the heck, man? Oh. Hey, no problem, Henry. If you guys take it easy, guys. I will be definitely playing tomorrow. So if you're kicking around and you have nothing else to do and you're sitting there on Thanksgiving, I'll be playing some more GMS tomorrow. Maybe some Farm Sim as well. Well, I don't know. Maybe not Farm Sim. Maybe I'll play a single player game because it is a holiday.
Glad to finally see a new update to Gold Rush. Keep up the great work, Split and Dopey.
Heck yeah, Francis. Hope everything's going well, man. I know you've been busy, dude. All right, let's get these mats back in. Let's go get a light trailer too. I'm okay, guys. When I first played this update like 4 or 5 years ago, this thing took 80 of the blue mats. I am not joking. You guys probably saw the video that I had with all the little things. The old devs literally had this thing stuffed with 80 mats and all the placeholders. It was horrible. It was like, it was wash plant clean out simulator. It was just like, as soon as you came to go do clean out, you're just like, I don't want to do it anymore. Can't make me do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. Like, it was bad, dude. It was bad. All right, let's go get another cleanup in today. Get some more stuff. So we're gonna push this out. So I got to dig this out. So you gotta think of it this way. If I'm gonna do like a spiral pit. So if we're gonna do a spiral pit, I'll kind of like drive right here, right? This is the pit. We're gonna dig out all the upper surface material coming along this bend. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the dozer and I'm gonna start making a ramp. And I'm gonna start going down. And we're gonna spiral down and down and down and down into the claim. And hopefully by the other side, we get down here and we'll dig out all the side walls and things like that. And we'll make it look like a proper spiral pit. And then what I'll do is I'll start using rock trucks just to make it more fun, right? So that way we can simulate like a open quarry pit mine. Which, like I said, that's something I've never been able to do on this game. And Pine Valley was a little too small and not deep enough to really kind of like simulate that. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm looking forward to. I did it. I raided the potato salad and got away with it. All you guys in there trying to get the food from from the wives out of the kitchen early. Yeah, since I moved to Canada, what was it? How long? I don't even know how long I've been in. I don't remember. 13 years. Okay, yeah, so 13 years I've been in Canada from the States. It did take me about 5 or 6 years from not getting, not having Thanksgiving in November. It is dark. Storm. Man, the prices of these things are so cheap compared to the compared to like Portalus and the huge excavator. Watch out, Roy. He's gonna get you. What's gonna delete the claim faster? Definitely the new excavator, for sure. Like, well, if you're trying to just dump and delete, the loader still is pretty fast, right? It's pretty quick. Dig drop, dig drop, dig drop, dig drop, right? So, unless they change that, like I said, it's been a while since I played, so it might be something changed. So, okay, what was I looking for? Trailers. That's trailers that we're looking for. A light trailer. Just don't look at this. Can you not transfer those? Wait, can you not transfer those? I don't know. Did I buy them, chat? I don't think I did. Something. Oh. Oh, they do get delivered to the thing, don't they? Yeah, they get delivered. Okay. It's so dark. I was like, do they get delivered or do I have to transport them? Can you use the conveyor on the beast? For the rock trucks? Well, the problem with the cordless is that it's too high for the rock trucks, right? So you would have to put it down inside of a thing and kind of make like a dropped area for it. So I'm gonna try my best to make sure make the claim kind of look realistic as I can. It's gonna be a chore because it's not like out of ore digging, so it's just a lot different. But I should be okay. We should be all right. I'm gonna try my best to make a really cool little digging experience on the thing. Put one of these right. Giant hole there, Split. Yeah, let's put one right here looking that way. Head home. It can be a little dark. Hey, be safe, man. Root. Is this the new How to 4 update? No. Funny, bro. What's up, T-Man? Go gold mining. So what do you think? Should I play this update? I own the base game, or should I play Out of War? I think you should play both. I think you should play both. If you've always wanted an end game experience on this game, definitely pick it up. It's like the price of a cup of coffee. Raise it up. I need me to start from scratch. I can remember how to play. That gave us a good amount of light right here. Let's go ahead and let me use the bathroom so I stop tapping my feet on the desk like the ground like a double bass drum player here. You're right back, guys. I get all the way back to my desk and Toby's like, did you shut the door? What is the fuel is going so fast? Holy. Sorry about that, guys. Had to use the restroom. Yeah, listen, Dopey. If I don't shut the hallway door, what happens is my cats want to go in and we have our laundry baskets there and they just go lay in our laundry baskets. That's like, ugh. I just forgot. Trying to get back to the desk too fast. That thing seriously go through 12? That still happens? Okay. Grab the handle properly here, guys. Was it at 12 or was it lower than that? Seems like the fuel is going really quick on these certain things. Kick this bad boy back on. Alright, now let's go pick the other one up. Now I got my OCD. I have to check 40 times to see if the damn doorknob is locked or the door's locked. Like this damn game, man. You know what I mean? The OCD, dude. You're looking at things you don't need to look at half the time because you're worried if it's turned on or your cable plug is plugged into the slot or... That is true. Autumn sale, guys. If you're thinking about buying the game, you should pick it up. I know a lot of games are going on autumn sale right now. So if you're looking at picking up these games, take a close look and don't I'll give you my honest thing. Buy them both. Buy them all. Buy the digging games, except for the one that is a G and it has an H in it. Except for that one. It's one that shall not be named. Welcome back, Colton. Leave this one here because you guys can't see anything. Trying to get back up and dig in and put some lights up so we won't have this problem next time we play. We'll see if we can get another clean out in for the day. It takes quite a bit. And then this one I'll stick on this side, kind of facing out to the claim. So that way we can, because the lights on the equipment are actually pretty, they've always been a little underwhelming. That's one thing I remember with the old devs. They asked my wife for her opinion about the game, and she goes, "It sucks." And they were like, "Why?" Because it's too damn dark. And then immediately after a year and some change of all of us complaining about the game being too dark and the headlamp was not bright enough, literally all it took was my wife to say it sucked and the headlamp sucks and you need to make the headlamp way brighter, and then they changed it the next day. And all of us were asking for months and months and over a year. They're Hitachis. Field Delivery Simulator hype. All right. Put my Frank on, but that's all right. It happens. Even stuff running over here. All right, let's kind of clean this up a little bit. Because they're Hitachis, it's the reason why their lights are horrible. Okay. Hashtag where's the lights? I remember that, yeah. The devs came into the chat and they were like, "What you want changed, Dopey?" She was like, "Your game sucks." Luke was like, "What?" Like, you heard her, man. She's telling you the truth. You wanted the truth. Ask somebody who's not gonna fanboy over you. Jeez, Dopey. Dopey's just a hater. So, she's a hater. She just obliterates devs' souls. Like, she don't care. Adobe has like 40 subreddits just dev bashing. Don't ask for my opinion if you don't want it. See, that's what all devs should do. don't ask the men that play the games, like the guys that play it. Ask their wives. That's the honest thing, because what it is your wives and your women have to listen to our BS about games all the time. So if you want a real game balance and game thing, listen to their wives. But in this case, the devs would be talking to a lot of hands, so you know. Damn. Yeah, I still got jokes. I run that stuff all day long, man. It's no big deal. Horrible dirt. Sorry, I always underestimate the reach on this thing. Yeah, how far we got. It's pretty crazy. We'll do is we'll go down to that line there. It's one thing I wish is the bucket had a little bit more. Had a little bit more, like you could curl a little bit further before it got just jammed into the dirt. You know what I mean? Because it feels too rigid. I remember when that change actually happened. People were complaining because it was like too hard to keep the dirt in the bucket once you got it in the bucket. So then they made it to where it like just dead stopped on the dirt. It didn't, and that was about a year. I think the game had been out about a year. I actually made a video about it. I think it was called like, was it like Excavator Nerf or Buff? That's when they changed it to where like the excavator took way more of a scoop than it filled up. And then as well as they also changed the dirt at that moment as well, how it reacted. And because it used to be able to, when the game first came out in early alpha, be able to dig, and then all of a sudden it wouldn't just stop digging. It would just kind of mound up around it, but you'd still be able to move a little bit. So it didn't feel like you were just hard stopped. I think that for me, that was one of the biggest changes that I really didn't like. So that's why I kind of came up with like the wall tapping digging method, but that felt really cheesy to me, to be honest. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So hopefully in GMS 2, it's it'll be tuned a little bit better, right? And feel a little bit more relaxed and chill. Heck. Yeah, let's get one more fill on the wash plant today. Get it going on. So what do you guys really want to see? You guys don't want me to start over, right? Like, really? You guys want me to start all the way over again? Like, that's gonna take for aid. That's gonna be like, oh man. I'll play with the big stuff. Like, seriously? You guys are cruel. I just want to, you know what I mean? Like, we got all this cool big stuff, and you guys are like, start over. Keep digging. That's what I want to see. You guys are trolls, man. Start over, bro. Don't play with the new stuff. All these years you've been waiting to play it, and you don't get to now. I'm just gonna yeet and delete this stuff here. Keep digging with the big stuff. Yeah. I'm looking forward to progressing the claim. I want to see. I don't really care about the gold because there's so much. It's like I said, to me, it's just kind of, it's a lot, but it's, I at this point of getting the claim and progressing here, you would already own everything anyways. So what's the point of the high value dirt? Start over and stop giving away strats. I still haven't given away my #1 strategy. I taught people how to play in season 10, like how to start pushing more than 5,000 plus yards a day easily. You know what I mean? And I show them all that, but I still have never showed anybody my, like, sit back and lull strat. Like, literally just play with one hand and just laugh. It involves the dozer, believe it or not. That's why you guys were like, how do you start the claim? And then I would go to jump off, and like 4 hours later the claim would be done, and I'd have all my buckets and everything just chilling. And because I was using the dozer. You can dig with the dozer. There's a way you can do it. I've never seen anybody do it so unless I show how to do it, I don't think it's ever gonna come to I don't think anybody's ever gonna figure it out. There's a way you can push dirt into Frank. Actually, no, I've never showed anybody how to do the dozer technique. Actually, I've never showed anybody. Members only video. Oh, that's right. They made it to where you have to oh, fuel tank's empty. They didn't make it to do nothing. Yeah, fuel tank's empty. It's super cheesy. It's a super cheesy strat. They're like, we like cheese. Wonder if I can get close enough to the side of this here. I think the biggest thing I could tell any leaderboard player or anything like that, because I still see a lot of people that take forever to do their cleanouts. Like, you should never have more than what you need to do. You should never be saving up buckets. If you want to truly min-max, you will not have any more buckets than you need to run. I think that's the biggest thing I could probably say. Is that, I mean, for years I did just, I played around because there was no competition, let's be honest. Even me just playing like meme playing, running 5,000-6,000 yards a day. You know what I mean? Like, I sandbagged and I had fun. I just dinked around, right? That's what it was. And it wasn't like, it's hard to make content on just grinding for 300 hours on leaderboards. Like, it gets kind of boring, and you lose like over 80% of your viewership after the first like 5 days. Right? So that's why I always just kind of played meme, and I didn't really, but not that I didn't try, it's just that there was no reason to try. You know what I mean? That new actually makes a dump truck a joke. That new expert makes a dump truck a joke. Yes. Well, it makes a dump truck. I mean, quite honestly, that one would fill that size of rock truck in 4 scoops. Same thing in real life too. If you had that big of a hoe and you were running a rock truck, it would fill it that quickly. So it makes sense. It's not that it's like doesn't make sense, but for me, when it comes to leaderboards, no matter what, even if I had people I was chatting with or anything like that, it still wouldn't matter because it's just people get burnt out on watching. I mean, I even watched all your guys' views. It drops massively after the first week, and then people only care about it after the week. And it's only really the same new people. Most people don't want to watch somebody grind for 300 hours. It's just, I mean, you can look at all the statistics. It's just not there. And like, and I think what it comes down to is like it's very slow, and it's not like fast. It's not fast paced enough. It needed to be sped up. Like, it's leaderboard. It's not, I don't know. It just got boring because of the same old grind every time. Right. So that was kind of my opinion on it. Why I kind of got like, about it, because even with all the little challenges and stuff like that, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't, like, doing the whole tier 3, tier 4, all the way up to the thing like that. It's just, I kind of wish the leaderboards were shorter and we didn't have to do all the grind every damn time. It's just too many hours for anybody who has a job or anything like that. And it really limits people that can play the leaderboards, because you have to almost be jobless to do it. And that's why a lot of people hate leaderboards. And that's why a lot of the people were, that's why a lot of people were mad at the developers, because they only focused on leaderboards. And if you look at the statistics, it's literally it's less than, it's like 90% of the players don't play leaderboards that have bought in the game on console, and it's a massive amount. It's huge. Not very many people care about leaderboards. And it's just, I don't know. I hope that GMS2 doesn't focus heavily on leaderboards. I hope that they work on the base game first and make sure the game is rock solid. But and then come out with it a little after the game is launched and say, okay, we got most of the content out there. And here we go. There it is. And then kind of move into it again. I focus more on seasonal side of leaderboards because less time. Absolutely. And I honestly, I think that it's a big blunder that they glorify, and not just them, but the players do too, on the max. Max gold is like, I really wish that people would covet the seasonal leaderboards more, because that means you have more skill, because you do gold in a set period of time. But sadly, everyone just cares about the max gold. And I think that, I know there's a lot of players that just won't play, that are extremely good, right? They're extremely good, but they won't play because they have to do that stupid grind in the beginning. Like, it's just old. It's outdated. It needs to go away. I think more people would play leaderboards if they didn't have to do that grind to get to meta. Meta grind is you don't want to do it every other month. That's lame. I want to jump in and just throw toe to toe with people for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Like, I don't know. Oop, we're full. Let's turn this thing on. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like, going, like I said, from being like an OG player to like what I see now, I understand why people were so aggressive. I understand why they were so aggressive. They're like, Split's a no-life loser. He's just going to destroy us. He gets paid to play this game anyways. What a jerk. Right? Like get death threats and stuff. It's like, oh, dude, I'm just playing a video game. Leave me alone. You get paid to play the game, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Oops, my bad. I will leave the lights on for a little while because it's still a little dark. Yeah, 2 weeks would be good. I think that they should get rid of the meta grind and make it more arcade MLG like status leaderboards. Remove the RNG factor because RNG is horrible in competitions, and shorten them up a little bit and make it more casual player friendly and people that have full-time jobs. I think you guys will get more players to play against. It's not practical to use them together. It kind of depends. No, I would agree with you, Lucas, that it's not really practical. It's always better to use some type of conveyor machine. I'm going to use them for role-playing, though, because, like I said, I don't really care about max yardage or anything like that. Leaderboards bite. Randy. I think more people want to play leaderboards, but they don't want to suffer through the same thing every other month. I can only imagine how many more people would sign up to play leaderboards if I announced I was going to play. Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like... That's why the old devs were like, would you please play console? Like, so many people want to play against you. Like, I'm like, I know, I get it. Dude, they even added in keyboard and mouse on the PS5 version. So I was playing... I couldn't play with my mouse because it was broken, but I was playing the console with my keyboard on PS5. I don't play with controller. I never have, and I never will. I don't. So, like, I was like, people are like, Split's hacking. He's playing with a keyboard. I was like, well, anybody else can play with a keyboard too. I'm just letting you know it's there. I've always stayed standard default controls. I play this same controller scheme with all my games. Did devs come and watch the stream? I don't know. Possibly. They're always lurking. It's pretty late, though, for them at this time. I don't stream too early, so I kind of was a little late today, and... Oops, cordless shut off. Must be out of fuel. Did you just out of fuel, or did you just turn off? No fuel. Oh gosh. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you. And that hose is not going to reach. Just go ahead and grab the thing. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, no matter what, everybody's like, when I played leaderboards, 90% of my gameplay was on stream, right? And like, what people don't understand is, like, for me, I've been accused of being a cheater probably more than anybody. And like almost all of my gameplay was on stream. And on top of it, the devs literally were in my Discord, and Chris has been around for a long time. Chris remembers how often were the old developers in my Discord while I was playing. It was like, it was nightly. It was almost every night, because not only was I playing the leaderboards, but I was playing them. I was so far ahead of people. I was also testing the leaderboards to make sure that by the time you guys all got there, it wasn't broken, right? So, I mean, if I was cheating, devs would not allow me to do that. You know what I mean? That's just wrong. And that's been against my thing this whole time. Like, so, like, people just want to make excuses on why they can't do things, is what it is. I can't do that. If I can't do that, then he's cheating. You know what I mean? So as much fun as it would be, it wouldn't benefit me. I mean, it's not worth it. I can make better content without doing the leaderboards. You know, so yeah, it wouldn't really benefit me. People don't want to see that from me anyways. The majority of people don't want me to do it. I mean, in the beginning, most people didn't want me to do it either. Like when I remember putting a poll out and people were like, you know, should I play leaderboards? And they were like, no. And like half the people were like, yeah, destroy people, you know, because people were talking mad crap, right? So it was, I don't know. It was just, everybody wants to flex at some point. But honestly, looking back, I got more hate from it for being a champion. I got more hate than it was worth. And in return, it made me aggressive and mean, and it just kind of went away from my normal content. So, I'm okay. I'm okay with not competing and stuff like that. I'm all right with it. I'm happy with the position I'm in, and what's going on, and I don't have to be bothered by testing anymore, but I still get to do stuff with the devs, and I got a lot of things going on. I work with a lot of different companies and everything like that. So it's the only really reason why you streamed is so people could witness it. I agree. I agree. A lot of people, everybody just wanted to say everybody was a cheater. But that's really what it is. I mean, kind of crazy. Like, I've been swatted, doxxed. I've been just for playing this game and competing in leaderboards. It was absolutely insane. My wife was stalked. Literally, someone taking pictures of her at work. And while they're wearing a WL t-shirt, tried to follow her home from work. Like, craziness. That stuff's crazy. Do you think the leaderboards will just with this new DLC? It will be a part of the DLC, yes. Not the DLC, sorry, the leaderboards. So it's in rotation. It'll never be on the, I don't think it'll ever be on the starting map though. So some patch notes are coming out tomorrow. I was talking with Michael today. Some changes are coming to balancing. So with a lot of balancing. So a lot of stuff has got changed. I don't want to say anything yet because they're still crunching the numbers. Because there's a lot of people that are really upset right now that they bought the DLC and they can't play with it and they have to start a new save and use dollar mode. So there's a lot of stuff going on. It just will take time. So I know I woke up to like 300 messages today. Like, your stuff's all your information's wrong. Split the claim's 25 million. I'm like, dude, same with everybody else's video. Join the club, man. You worked your way to where you were and now you passed the torch. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any ill will towards anyone. People think I do. But no, I truly don't have any ill will towards anybody. The fact that you guys played the game in my absence and stuff like that and played it when it was at its lowest peak. You know what I mean? Like, why? This is still a game I love. You guys can obviously hear it. I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, anybody who says otherwise is a liar. You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane. Like, I owe almost everything to Code Horizon, the company. Like, they bet on me when nobody else would. I had no subscribers when I first started. And they gave me the power to do whatever the hell I want and to be myself. Even though they were behind, like, Discovery and they had all this stuff, they went to bat for me many times. And, you know what I mean? Like, it was insane. So, like, no, man. Like, it's... you guys are doing a fun thing, and like a lot of those guys that watch you guys are obviously viewers of mine. You guys have been for years. You know what I mean? Like you guys have been for years. I've seen your guys' names in my chat for years, and all the people that watch you guys. You know what I mean? Like you know, Indy and you and all those guys. You guys, I know you guys used to watch me back in the day. Grinder, Vile, everybody. You know what I mean? Like all of you guys. I've seen you guys for years. A lot of you guys started doing streaming and stuff like that. You know, from watching me and doing all those things. You know what I mean? Like, so why would I be mean to you guys? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want the game to fail. People need to stream it. You know what I mean? So you know, and it's like, and what people don't understand is, and this is what I told the developers, is I said, you know, why would I be, and what people were very shocked about here recently, and I'll talk a little bit about the drama. What people were shocked about was they said, Split, you haven't been being negative towards Gold Rush. What are they talking about? Every time you stream, you always say you should buy GMS and you should play it because it's worth it. It's the OG original digging game, and it still has its very good things. I've never said anything negative. I've always been truthful about everything. And it was very shocking to see that happen. And honestly, I wanted to walk away from all of it completely. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let people like that destroy what I've done. Not going to do it. Not going to allow it just because they're bitter because I didn't respond to one of their DMs when I was on a medical leave and in the hospital and I couldn't do things and they leveraged it. And it was just stupid. It was absolutely stupid. I woke up to seeing that and I was so disheartened after all the work and effort that I put into the company and the game. And I was just sad. It honestly broke my heart. I just wanted to uninstall the game and delete it from my Steam. I was like, you know, I was talking to my moderators and they were like, no. And a lot of you guys in the chat were like, don't let them do it to you. That's what they want. And, you know, I still felt that way. And I still kind of have like an interesting little but I still have a lot to offer playing. Obviously, there's been a lot of people here watching today. A lot of people showed up for the Q&A. My only goal is to promote the games that I love to play. Right? I do it for free. I've never taken a dime to promote these games, or I would have to announce it to you guys. Right? And that's the way I'm trying to keep it. I don't want to be a sellout to just get you guys to buy video games for devs. And, you know, I've had a lot of devs ask me to lie about how good the game is, and I will not do it. I'd rather just not play the game. So yeah, I've just been, I don't know, little crazy things going on here and there, and it's just kind of weird. And you know what I mean? Like, you guys know I mess with you guys. I've been doing it with Indy for years. Like, I remember when Indy first started to stream and he DM'd me and he was like, hey, could you come watch me, bro? And I was like, sure, man. He had like, I was like one of his first subscribers, dude. You know what I mean? Like, so just none of that made sense. Hey, take it easy, Colton. Yeah, none of that stuff made sense to me. And this was kind of weird. And, you know, this game is, it's on a downward trajectory. Yeah, we just got a DLC. It's an old game though, and it's okay to say that. It's okay. It's okay to say that the game has lived its lifespan and it's got a little bit more left in it. And it's a legacy great game, right? Yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving, dude. Make sure you eat lots of bird. Yeah, yeah, a lot of you guys have been rocking the WL tag and stuff like that in your name, even years, man. Mad respect, man. Love, dude. And that's why, I mean, Vileborg skin, dude. Like, I got no ill will towards any of the content creators. I know I've been poke at you guys and maybe seem like it like I might be aggressive or something, but never. No. I want nothing but success for you guys when it comes to playing this game like I've had. Regardless of what anybody says. You know, if you ever want to know anything, I'll tell you directly. You don't got to get it from somebody else. Chad Gaming, dude. Thank you much for that that follow over on Twitch, man. What's up, Split? Fully cleaned out in a couple hours. No, with this excavator, I could see this claim just getting dumpstered. This is kind of a joke. I mean, I'm not even doing any type of. I'm just chilling. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Rasher, that's why I was kind of confused on everything that happened, because we all do flick each other shit, and that's all that it ever was. You know what I mean? So that's why I was so confused, buddy. You know what I mean? It didn't make any sense. It didn't make no sense at all. But like I was saying, man, I'm in a better position when it comes to things, and I don't need to play every day and test. I mean, I'm a game dev as well. I just don't have any titles out. I put out things. I'm more helpful in other positions when it comes to developers and testing. And I got a lot of stuff going on, so flick a poo. So yeah, I'm in a good spot. Like I was saying, I wouldn't feel right at playing leaderboards, because you guys all saw my video. Obviously, I have different things than you guys do. And you know what I mean? It's too tempting for people to use those things to cheat. So I just want to make good content, man, and having those things. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be with it, with the game, and especially going into GMS2 and doing all the multiplayer stuff and everything like that, right? So yeah, I just want the genre to grow, you know, because it benefits everybody, right? Like, it doesn't matter if we're just playing GMS or we're playing Out of Ore. It's a mining game. I mean, people get bored of games all the time. Why not be able to go to another game and then come back to the other one and jump back and forth, right? That's how I see it, right? Is during the like you guys, after the leaderboards, jump on and play some Out of Ore, and then in between do all these other things, all the other games you guys play. Yeah, that was a big mistake that I made. I know for a fact. I've played one game for too long, and it kind of hurt. It did hurt a lot, because then when you do want to play other games, nobody cares, and that's just a sad reality of it. Little chilly outside. I jump back and forth between games all the time. Yeah, it's really healthy to do, actually, to jump back and forth between games. That's what I was telling Michael and Bart and the CEO and stuff like that, is it's really healthy that you guys have competition now, because not only one, it makes you guys strive to make a better game, and it makes the other game strive to do the same thing. Right? So it's a win-win for the players, and that's who matters at the end of the day, is the players. At the end of the day, that's who matters. And honestly, we have two dev teams now that are doing a fantastic job at making sure that their players are happy for the most part. And that's a win for us. That's a huge win. Just scraping up peanuts over here. Oh man, I really wish we could dig a little bit more down for the bucket. Does it seem like the bucket fills too fast? Can't wait for GMS2. Yeah, same here, man. I played GMS2, like we were talking on the Q&A, like 5 years ago. It was all just assets and like no joke. They pretty much what they did was they just brought all of the models from GMS1 into Unreal 4, and then everything else was like placeholders and like just assets and stuff like that. And like it was like a bigger version of Pine Valley, but it was not Pine Valley, but sorry, Old Arnold. And it was just kind of like, just for like, they were just testing out physics and things like that. But I was super excited to see that they have pretty much revamped the whole thing and went to Unreal 5. So that was really cool to see. Out of 4. I mean, I know Christian always laughs about me about the leaderboards when it comes to Out of War, but a lot of people want it. A lot of people want leaderboards in Out of War. But should it be about just grinding hours? I don't know. We do have an event coming up though. Clash of the Operators. And it's going to be a 1v1 obstacle course. And we're going to do a tournament bracket for that. So if you guys got Out of War and you want to play, on my Discord, there's a sign-up sheet. We're still looking for people. And I'll let you guys know what the recording date is and things like that. So yeah, mix match them. Right. I mean, how crazy is that? Most likely within a year and a half to 2 years, we're going to have 2 multiplayer mining games. Oh, man. We talked about this type of stuff for years, theory crafting, when we were just sitting here playing this game. Could you imagine if we could do this or that? And we're starting to get it in all of these games that we play. Like, it's just, that's the amazing thing. No thanks. I suck at that game. You missed my question. How often do you clean up the mats? It's what, about 35 trucks or something like that? It's about 35 rock trucks, roughly. I think that's what that is the math when I was running it the other day. It takes quite a while to fill these things up. So you're looking at about 70 plus mats to do a full changeover. So that is a massive amount of runtime. Honestly, I wish one thing that I told them probably about 4 years ago is I said I would like to see tier 5 and all the other mats. So this is what I sent to them as far as like a suggestion. I said I would like to see an improvement to the water system. So up here on these first runs up here, right here, here, and here, we'd have hydraulic riffles that you plug in, and then we'd have like a water hose like this that would plug into it, and it would boost our recovery. So these mats took longer to fill in all of the wash plants, as well as take more runtime on the other one. So instead of 5 rock trucks to fill, you could do like 20 or more. So pretty much you could just keep going until you want to do a clean out and you need money. And because that's one complaint that a lot of players have is it's just you're constantly wanting to they want to dig and they don't want to clean out constantly, right? So it was one of the major complaints throughout the years, and I would agree. I mean, because some of us players can fill the dang wash plant so fast, even with all the workers swapping mats and things like that. It's like it would be nice to have a little bit longer on the tier 5, tier 3, and tier 4. Dang it, buddy. Yeah, it's 35. Yeah. Over. Shorten up the truck. Let's Frank up here because we're starting to get kind of away from the machine here. Yes, they actually did. Grumpy is correct. In the Q&A that's up on the channel here, and it's playing on Steam right now too as well, I think. They did say that it will be servers. So they're still trying to figure out a lot of that stuff, guys. So they did release a lot of new information the other day. But they also did say that a lot of it is still being concepted. So concepted means they know what they want to do, but they have to figure out how to do it. So that's what that means when developers say that. All right. Yeah, they said they needed server consoles anyways, so we'll see. Yeah. Is that a language there, Dopey? Yeah, sorry, no swearing. We gotta remove those from the thing. Nothing personal, but we gotta keep that out of the chat, or else I get penalized. And I just got out of YouTube jail, so yeah, I'm already swearing enough as it is. So. How dare. I don't want to play on servers. Yeah, I'm not sure what they mean by servers versus it might just be where they have a server, but then when you go to play, you can play with your friends on that main server. So it might be just like node structures that we log into, put a password on, but we're connected to their server. I'm not sure. I hope they do both myself. I agree. I hope they do both. I'm glad there's a new dev team. Yeah, I agree. I love the old dev team. I was friends with many of them. I was friends with many of the old devs. Like we played all kinds of games together. They were great people. But sadly, when and I guess let me just say it this way. I'll say it. I think what happened is they loved to build the game in the beginning. They loved it. You saw their passion for it. You saw it. You could see it in the gameplay and how they built the game. And everything has like a nice little personal touch to it. But then everything just started going crazy. I think the whole everything just kind of made it weird. And you could see, I could see it. I could hear it in their voices and stuff like that when I was chatting with them. They just hated it. They hated not the game. They just hated everything that was going on at their workplace. And I could understand why things happened weird. If things are going on weird and stuff like that, you're not going to be as passionate about it. And that's kind of like what I've seen happen. And it is what it is. It happened. It's no big deal, right? Things happen and games change and developers change. And I'm just happy that new devs picked it up, right? Like I'm happy that a whole new team came in, Bart and he started bringing more people in, and they seem to have a grasp on it now that they've gotten through the chaos and the mayhem of everything. Because like I said, every dev codes things differently, right? Every dev does. Every coder has its own style, and you know what I mean? Like everybody does. There are the basics, but every coder has a different thing. And this game goes back a really long ways. Like even the new devs, like they don't know the whole history of the game. I'm the longest player and the oldest player of GMS. Like my account was so old, like my game version was so old that when the modding came out for it, they had to upgrade me and my wife's game account on Steam so that way we could even do mods, because it was so old. It just didn't register the download. It wouldn't even let us download it. And it was kind of crazy. Like it was like, what? I can't make mods. What? What's going on here? And it took us a better part of 2.5 weeks to figure out what it was. Like a lot of people are gonna. I know the devs are gonna get a lot of hate from the thing that was kind of announced the other day, right? Is that a lot of people feel that this game should not be touched or polished or anything, and they're wasting their time, and that's farther from the truth. Because this game is still a great game, and if it's a franchise, which it is, GMS is now the brand of the game, and it's a brand. You don't want the old brother sitting there beat up, and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't want the old bro that just came out of rehab and nobody wants to touch it. You know what I mean? So I can see why they want to fix it and make it good and make it right. And I think that that's very honorable of them to do that, because they don't need to do it. They could literally just do a little bit more polishing and leave it alone and fully focus on it. But it's good that they actually are, because it shows what that shows to me is that they're probably not making a lot of money right now on the game. You just look at the player base. You know what I mean? If you look at the players and the numbers, it's probably not that many sales. But it does win a lot of the players back that felt like we got abandoned and stuff like that, right? And that's huge. And you know, that's what I got out of the Q&A, honestly, was that they just want to make it right with the fans, right? And that's, like I said, that's great. I think that's what they should be focused on, and making the game better and just making it a legacy game and polishing it up and then coming out with number 2, and you know. Hey Split, how's the DLC? It's good. If you played this game for a really long time and you've been wanting the bigger equipment and stuff like that and a bigger wash plant and everything, then you're gonna be happy with it. Definitely worth the $7. And we get the biggest claim that's ever been in the game. I definitely would pick it up if I was you guys. It is the end game of the game. And like they said on the Q&A, they might do another DLC / quality of life upgrades and things like that, but they'll see. Right now they're focused on doing console. That's their biggest worry is getting the console players retribution and getting them and letting them put their pitchforks down. I mean, that's huge, right? We can all agree the console players got shafted. I mean, even the devs know the console players got shafted. It is what it is. Their anger is valid. You know what I mean? Their anger is valid. They you know what I mean? So I think they said, what is it, December 12th? I finally made it to a stream. Hey, what's up, Tom? I think somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 12th or 13th? Yeah, polishing. When I say polishing, yes, it's more along the lines of making sure that everything's running properly so it doesn't break on everybody's PCs. Yeah, it's the 12th. Okay, thank you. Listen, my workers need to stop fainting. I don't ever expect any video game to be perfect, but there's a lot of problems. Like, there's a lot of problems. Like, there's a lot of issues that need to be polished out. And if they can't, they can't. Like we said on the Q&A. You know, some things are just out of the developer's hands. Listen, developers use plugins too, all right? They don't create everything that they put into their video games. And some of those things can't be fixed, right? So that's one thing we know from, like, a lot of the video games that we play. And that's why the big AAA devs, they build everything from scratch for the most part, because that way they have complete control over something if something is having problems. Indie devs don't. Indie devs with small studios and low budgets don't have the luxury of spending $5 million to have someone come in and design something for them, right? So, like, look at the flickering and everything, right? Like, those things will be worked out. They're pushing. This thing is like, how can I put it? It's like trying to shove 10 pounds of shit into a 5-pound bag. And yes, I swore. So that's, you know what I mean? They're just trying to, they're trying, oh, I guess I said it backwards. Yeah. 10 pounds of poo into a 5-pound bag. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. I think I said it wrong. Dyslexia, you know, whatever. So that's generally always the biggest thing that developers have to worry about is performance budgets. And a lot of developers just push it, and then they push the product and it just wrecks people's PCs and it wrecks people's consoles. And these guys have got to go through everything, pretty much in a sense rebuilding the game. Right? So I'm excited to see I'm excited to see them go to the newer version of Unity. I'm excited to see what's going to happen to the game's performance. Quit cussing, Split. I know I said a bad word. Michael even said there's no stamina bars and stuff for you nerds. Get that survival garbage out of here. Right, that guy's got a good head on his shoulders, you know. Now, some fun little activities that don't have to do with anything that has to do with the digging and taking away from the game. It's whatever, who cares, right? But you start dictating survival. These aren't survival games. You know what I mean? Like, but some people get confused. Like, they're like, yeah, I want to fish so I can have like a stamina bar. And like, okay, fine then. How about having some E. coli, and because you got a fish out of it, you didn't cook it properly, and now your character's got the runs, and you got to run around your claim and drop dookie piles everywhere. Yeah, no. Sometimes too much is too much. I got workers that are down and out right now, so I gotta be careful. Like I was saying on the Q&A, I really hope that GMS 2 is, it still has the same feeling as this. You know what I mean? Like packing up your truck, you know, carrying buckets around, you know, like cables and hoses and the wash plants, and I hope that it's just a better version of what we have now. You know what I mean? Like upgraded graphics, bigger world, you know, all those things. That's my hope, right? That's what I'm hoping for. Everything else is just a bonus. I just hope that they don't lose the feel of this game. Where do you see what you got in the game? You lost interest in the game when they sort of started doing seasons? I think a lot of people did. But what a lot of people don't realize is that they were still kind of updating the game and changing things and tweaking things. But yes, I would say the better part of most of the community, massively most of the community, looked at it and it said leaderboards and didn't care to read anything else past then. They were constantly making little tweaks and changes, but nobody cared because it said leaderboards. It just, you know. Oh, I love this thing with Frankenstein because you can just like walk around and take a break. Right? Like, just gonna walk around and claim and big. Well, yeah, I mean, like pretty much what I'm saying is I just hope they don't go too far away from what we know and love. But they do add their own new thing. Because yes, it is a new team. And you know, if they are trying to fix this one up and make it, you know, different, I hope they don't change things that we all know and love too much. I mean, yeah, change some new stuff, make things improvements, but keep in mind like why people love the game, right? The essence of the game, the gameplay loop, right? Just expand upon it and make it funner and make it better, right? I love the X-ray. Some people get so mad about that still after all these years. So it's just like, you know, so like they don't even, like I was talking with Casper and he said he doesn't even know if they're gonna be able to fix that, like ever, like even going to the newer version. So it's just something that's just there, boys, you know. It's never really bothered, but sometimes it gets real bad and, you know, just save and load or go jump to another claim real quick and come back. Just fast travel. Notching this down pretty good. Food. It's about as far down as I want to go. What we got down here? Okay, so that lets me go. That is, let's see, reaching down. How far are we at here? Judge measurement in the game. You hope GMS2 does not have the story with a piece of paper all over the world? It doesn't seem like it's gonna be. Because like Michael was saying, they were playing with the NPCs. Huh. Apparently, I might be able to get my hands on a copy here soon. Oh, man. Nope, not yet. And they'll switch at awkward times. I still have quite a bit to go. So we have a extended trailer, an actual full trailer, right? Coming for GMS2 here soon. The end of Q1/Q2 possibly. We'll see the demo for GMS2. Unless something gets delayed or something like that, right? Because obviously delays can happen and things, so. We don't have an actual timeline for it, but we do know that the demo's coming out roughly end of Q1 or end of Q2 next year. So we'll see a demo come out first. And then it'll probably, most of the time whenever a demo comes out, normally it's like, what is it? I want to, my brain says blurt a number out normally, and this has nothing to do with GMS, but isn't it normally like when a demo comes out, normally it's like a year later the game, or is it even sooner than that? I don't know why it's slipping my brain. I want to say like a year, but probably sooner. That was kind of shocking to hear him say that. It was like, whoa, wait a minute, what? The demo's coming out that soon? Oh, okay. Well, we could possibly see GMS at like the first quarter of 2026, which is not that far away. Right? Like, but that's all speculation. Don't say, oh, well, this is that. No, that's all that, you know what I mean? That's all we heard from what came out of the dev's mouth. So anything past that is all speculation. Demos are non-existent anymore. Seems every game just goes early access. Actually, Grumpy said to me today he read an article about Steam. Steam is passing a new thing for developers that if they don't have guaranteed content out or something like that, if they don't have guaranteed content, they can actually get in big trouble by Steam now, because they're sick and tired of people putting out games and not fulfilling it to their fans and stuff like that. That is an amazing thing that Steam is doing. So these devs got to get their act together, like on the Steam platform. They're bamboozling people with these early access manipulation things, right? So that's really, really, really good. That's a great thing for gamers. Because now you know that they have to have X amount of content before they even put their product up onto Steam. So when the devs say this is this and this and this and this is coming out, and we're saying this is for other games, they have to mean it. Not, oh, we're going to promise it, and then it doesn't happen. Cough, cough, Gold Hunter, cough, cough. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not just that. How many games have we been bamboozled by over the years as gamers falling into scam games? Promising you the moon just because they know that the market's hot for that thing, and then they just don't ever deliver fully, and they just kind of like lie to you, and they're just YouTube warriors and stuff like that, right? So that's a huge bonus to Steam. Like, good for them. Good on them, man. These early access games just drawing their stuff out, man, that's torture. That's torture. Finish the damn game. Right? Like, finish the damn game already. Finish it up. Stop telling us you're going to finish it, and then 6.5 years later, it finally comes out, and then all of a sudden it still is just as bad as it was like 3 years prior. I don't like early access. I think it's a lazy way to get the games to the market. I understand. Okay, there is a reason for early access. Okay. All right, there is a reason why early access is good, but sadly a lot of developers abuse it, I think. And what it is that they can get some money into their pocket, right? Without having to get investors and things like that, right? Because one thing that we know about games is investors make games die. Let's be honest, we all know that. Almost every time an investor comes into a game, the game dies. Because then they have all these quotas they have to meet and all this stuff, right? So early access kind of gave developers the right to kind of own their own game, which was great. However, the abuse factor happened. And that's what we see today, is everyone just abuses early access. Now, there has been some games that have been extremely successful on early access. One of them I'd have to say would be The Forest. They were really quick in and out of their early access. Everything that they promised, they did. It was on a decent time frame. As well as they did a really good campaign again on Sons of the Forest 2. And then there was like Kerbal Space Program kind of did a successful one. It took a long time though, but they still were successful at it. And there's some other games that have done it as well too, that were successful with early access and met their goals and did their thing. And, you know, so it's not been all bad, but it's like 80% bad. Like I think we can all agree on that. Early access has been bad for gamers. Good for the companies, bad for the gamers. 7-year early access for that game. Holy, oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like, I don't like, a lot of people say, oh, the graphics on this game are horrible. I think the graphics are great for how long this game's been out for. It's fantastic. This game's Yeah, don't worry about that though. Console players will get some love here very soon. December what, 13th or 12th? Yeah, December 13th or 12th. You guys should be getting a big overhaul, I believe. So the new devs are fully aware that you guys have taken some pain and punishment. So they know. They're aware of it. They know you guys, and honestly, they are trying the best that they can. They have to do things in a certain order. So I'm not just saying that to stick up for them and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? It's just the truth, right? So you guys have been shafted, and it's okay. Your frustration and anger is valid. You won't get no hate here for saying anything bad about that, because it is the truth. And you know what I mean? Yes, I believe they said that the mini DLC will come along with a bigger fixes and updates. So for the for it. So now that they got this out, they have to polish it up a little bit. And then I think that they said that their plan was to move into console and get that whole thing fixed for you guys. So hold on in there, dudes. They're getting there. It was very, very nice to hear that they actually have somebody on the team that's a seasoned console porter. And don't worry, GMS2 will not be the same, as like they said as well. And I can vouch for it. Porting video games in Unreal 5 is so much easier. It's so much easier. It's almost instant on the fly stuff. It honestly is. There's just a few parameters and things like that and checkboxes that you gotta check. And like I've actually done console little demos and stuff like that for my own console, and ported it into my stuff. So, and if I can do it, they can do it, because I am not a coder. I am horrible at I am horrible at coding. I can build worlds and stuff like that, and make my character run around and do like seasons and weather and stuff like that. But man, dude, I can't wait. I really hope that the console is on par with the for GMS2, that is. Yeah, CH is outsourcing the new port to consoles. Yes. And then they also said that they do have an employee now that is working on, that will be able to port things in the future. I think is exactly how they said it the other day. So that was good. 'Cause I remember when they ported the old game over. I even remember the port version. Was it me that spoke on the thing? Yeah. Yep. I did the Q&A with them, and you probably, and then they also put my video on their main site too as well. So the preview video that kind of like broke down some of the new stuff. Yep, console pool, and that's good because they never had that before, right? None of them were like porters. Well, let's be honest. Most of the industry uses standalone console porters, or used to, because it was just such a massive time crunch to go through everything and change everything and stuff. So what you did was you'd fix your game to be really polished, right? And then you would send it off to a company to port your game and meet all the certifications and do all that stuff, right? That's how the industry just works. But now, with the power of the new engines, it's so much easier. It just does it almost on the fly when you're building a game. So that's why I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it. No more waiting and you know what I mean? Like, no, 100%. And that's what we're talking about. Hopefully in the future, it will be. Like, don't lose all faith. I mean, I know, like I said, I know you guys are. I know you guys got stomped in the nuts. I know you guys did. I feel you. I feel you because I know how many people I've sat and promoted this game to as it being great, and just wait and consoles coming out, and then you guys just got bamboozled. You know what I mean? Like, I fully understand you guys. You know, so it seems like they're really working towards what you guys need. You know? Yo, what's up, Matthew? How you doing today, buddy? I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. You know what I mean? So, and I wanted to hear it for myself as well, and that was really good. That's why on the Q&A, I really didn't talk that much, because whenever I do developer Q&As, it's about them and you guys, not me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll try to like interpret a little bit of things here and there if they go too deep into like hardcore like coding and game mechanics, because I know that stuff goes over a lot of your guys' head. So that's the only time I really kind of stepped in, and sometimes, you know, some funny banter here and there, right? So it was really nice to see them relax and just have a good time talking with you guys. Honestly, it really was. I mean, I had a great time just sitting there and letting them chat with you guys, and you know what I mean? Like, it was good. Once they finally got the stream jitters out, you could tell that you could hear it in Michael's voice how enthusiastic he was once he got the jitters out. And it was really good to see him just chat and hang, you know what I mean, with you guys. So no, yeah, they don't intend to break anything. Yeah, exactly. It's not like they're just coming out we're just gonna break it. Why? Because why not? you know. So I think what it was is when they tried to do it, it was probably janked together so badly from the past team that they just stepped into a nightmare. Let's be honest. They stepped into a nightmare. And props to them for giving it a go. You know what I mean? That's why I make the joke. You guys all know from watching, a lot of you guys know from watching my stream, what do I call the front end loader? I freaking call it Janitor Jimmy. Because they come in to clean up the garbage. And that's why I started calling this dev team the cleanup crew. It wasn't to be disrespectful. It's actually just a funny thing because they are a cleanup crew. I mean, let's be honest, that's what Bart and those guys are known for. They come in and they fix games and get them out to market. So calling them a cleanup crew is not disrespectful. It's actually, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what their job is. They come in and they fix these things to get them back to get them going, and they're doing a great job. They really are. That's why the theme of the last stream was making sure that people understood that this is not the old development team. It's not. So we need to stop. People need to stop hammering on them like it's the old dev team. You know what I mean? It's not. Let them make their own new mistakes. You know what I mean? Like what it is. You gotta at least give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like until they prove otherwise. How dare you call them the cleanup crew, Split? You're so mean. Damn janitors. Oh, boys was preaching? Nah. They'll get there. They'll get there. They're getting their team built back up, and I remember talking with Matthew here in the chat. I was like, every time we'd be like dev watching. Hey, did you see there's somebody new? What's going on, bro? Thank goodness for the cleanup crew fixes the mess. Yeah, right? Yeah, they walked into an angry bee's nest. Oh, don't look at the bottom of the claim. Oh, taking it. Oh my gosh. Yep, spiral pit incoming. Okay, yeah, let's look at this here for a second, guys. Okay, so perfect. We'll go down this way. I'll round that corner and I'll get down. By the time I get down to where I want to be, I'll be on the other side by that water tower, but I'll be about half the distance down. Ooh, that's a lot of dirt to move. Woo, baby. Yeah, we used to dev watch. We were like, we saw Bart come in and it was like, interesting. Who's that guy? And all of a sudden it was somebody else, and it was somebody else, and it was somebody else, and then they started talking, and it was like, interesting. What's going on here? Yeah, thank you very much for keeping it clean. I appreciate that, guys. We don't run bots here that are going to spam you and tell you guys no language and stuff like that. We just we can't have cursing of any kind in the chat, because YouTube watches the chat just as much as what the streamers say. So that's why we don't curse anymore, because then we get put in jail. So, and I just got out of jail. So, AKA suppression, and nobody wants to be suppressed when you're trying to grow your channel. So. Let's see what we got. Running. Leaving all my equipment on. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I had to message somebody. You guys are getting hammered? These dang Aussies. Ah, feels good to be, I was gonna say, it feels good to be digging again, but I've been digging a lot of digital dirt lately, so. Lots. Yeah, I can't wait to be playing multiplayer in GMS too. Honestly. Like, yes, it was. So it was all the things that beavers make. What it was is the excessive amount of puns is what it was. And that word's actually flagged as a swear word, weighted. So you guys said it so often, and so did I, that it flagged us for things. And since the channel, once you get over a certain size, apparently from what I was told, once you get over a certain size and you get so much traction, certain things apply to you. Different than other creators. When you're small, they don't really apply to you, because you don't have that much traction anyways. But when you get bigger, they start throwing more viewers at you, and you gotta start following those rules to a T. Right, so that's what I was explained to by a YouTube rep, an actual person. It wasn't a bot or anything like that. So, you know what I mean? And I want to make my channel work. The dirt generation on the conveyor's making me feel weird. I drop in this thing. What's up, John? How you doing today, man? Yeah. Good old digging. Yeah, that was the other one too. Was and I don't want to say it, and please don't spam it in the chat, please, or W will have to time you out. Was they thought I was like super hardcore affiliated with a certain party. So. Oh, the mats are swapping. We're out of sync, so I'll probably have to clean them all. It's not a swear, but you know the way things work. I don't want to go into it, but Well, actually, somebody was just telling me actually that happened to a certain streamer that plays Timberborn. It's the same thing happened to him as well. Somebody was saying that happened, and it was a bigger channel. Yeah, you guys punned my channel to jail. Like, well, the crazy. So when they called me 3 months ago, I had an email that said, "Call this number, and here's the extension. We want to chat with you." And I was like, "Uh-oh. What did I do wrong?" Like, oh man, they finally caught up to me and my swearing and everything, right? And they asked me, "How is your channel growing so much when you're suppressed?" And I was like, "What? I'm suppressed?" I'm like, what? They were curious because you guys are insane. You guys are insane. You broke them. You broke their bot. You broke their suppression. Because they go, how in the heck do you have 1,000 gifted subs and like you average like 300 to 600 gifted subs a month? Like, how do you? We don't understand because your channel's growing faster than we can try to suppress you. And I was like, I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't even know I was suppressed. Right? Like, what are you talking about? You guys suppress people? Jerks? Right? Like, what's that all about? Come on, man. Gotta stomp on the little guys over here. Jeez. No, you guys literally just like confused them is what it was. You guys confused it. I was like, isn't that what you told us, is to build a strong community and make good content? Like, I'm just doing what you told me to do. Right? Like, I'm just following what you guys said, man. Okay, get it. No, no, I've always made it my personal thing is to not do anything questionable, which is against terms of service. I guess it's not bad. We could shut her down. Do a little clean out. The rest of that run through the belt. Always the little guy getting stomped on, right? And yes, I am a little channel, by the way. I know some of you guys may be like, you're not a little channel, I'm a little channel. Nah, dude, anybody under 100K is a small channel. Let's be honest. It is what it is. For the YouTube, Shane says. Thank you much, Shane, for that 5 bong. The 5 bong. Yeah, we'll just finish it. I screwed that word up. What's up, Lee? Thank you much for that 5er, man. Get the hypes in the chat. Get the dirt nerds. Hope you're good. I am doing absolutely fantastic. I'm a little under the weather, but whatever. Right? A lot of work, little sleep. But I get to work from home tonight. So that means I'm just chilling and relaxing here real quick. And I think I'm going to finish this clean out and just relax. Probably play some farm sim with everybody over. These guys are playing farm sim, Dopey and those guys. So I'll probably just jump into chat with those guys and play some farm sim. These guys actually, we'll be getting back to farm sim here soon. We're still playing on Bhutan Peninsula. Is that what it's called? Wu-Tang Peninsula? I think that map is called. What's that map called? You've been winning the cards again, Shane? Wu-Tang Peninsula. That's what we're calling that map. Wu-Tang. Matthew coming in and dropping the 20 banger. My brother, dude. Got nothing for love for Matthew, man. Matthew's been an amazing person to me and my wife, man. And the Gold Rush community. That guy's been, that dude's straight up good peeps. Can we get some hypes in the chat for Matthew, dudes? Those dirt nerds. Yeah, Grumpy's right. It is mainly the advertisers that set the standards for YouTube, not YouTube. It's all about when they make up the contract, who's getting money and stuff like that, right? It's mainly the advertisers that dictate all those things. Is there going to be a new dozer? That was one thing that we did discuss. They said that they want to, but the problem is it comes down to performance. Bigger dozer means bigger voxel pushing. More voxel pushing means more lag. That means more crashing. So there is kind of a chance. Yeah, dude. I think it's crazy that you were suspended. I mean, I deserved it. I'll be honest, I deserved it. I knew it was gonna happen, and I always suspected it. But what the weirdest thing was when I looked at my live streams, they were just like, after a certain point, like 4 months ago, it was a everyone's like, are you even streaming Split, or like you haven't streamed in like months? I'm like, what are you talking about? I stream every day. I'm like, what are you talking about? And yeah, it was kind of weird. So I looked, and then people were like, yeah, I don't see any of your past live streams except for like one, randomly, just one, right? And it was like, what? Yes, and thankfully a longtime old friend that I've known for like 15 years told me, help me out a little bit, man. Yep, December 12th. And much love to Rasher for answering questions in the chat, dude. If you guys don't know who he is, you should go drop him a follow. Hit him up. Double check that I hadn't been unsubscribed. Yeah, it was, and that too as well. They just like unsubscribe people randomly, and like it's crazy. Like Twitch does it too, though. I go onto my Twitch and I'm like, I swear I was subscribed to you. I don't understand. And then it makes you look like a jerk. You know what I mean? It's like you're like, nah, I was subscribed. I swore I subscribed. This is what? Who is this guy? Those dings are just going for it. Multitasking, trying to farm. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, we are opening up the server on Farm Sim. If you guys do not know, we kind of had it blocked off a little bit, but we'll be bringing you guys in to play on our multiplayer days. And you don't have to be a member. You don't got to be any of those things. If you want to come in and play, you're more than welcome to, if we have spots. So generally how it works now on the channel is an hour or so before our streams that we're doing for multiplayer, you'll see Dopey in Discord. She'll add everybody, and she'll say she'll be looking to fill the spots. And if it gets full before we go live, we put you on a wait list. So we also prioritize on weekend players. So I changed my schedule. That way we can play and meet as many of you guys as possible. So that way you guys can come in and get, and also the same thing applies for Out of War as well too. So if you guys want to come in and play, we can only invite 7 people, because it's eight people and one's me. So same thing applies. Just look for the notification. But one thing that I ask is do not spam Dopey. Like only during that duration, like of an hour or two before the streams, right? Is your window to message her. There's no saving spots. There's nothing like that unless we bring a guest in or something like that, right? So, got to get in there, and you got to get in there early, and you got to pay attention. So, but there is no donation gate or anything like that. It's just we like to just bring you guys in. It's very simple. She'll run you down a little thing about, you know, what you have to do when you jump into the thing and into the stream, and no cursing, you know, don't be racist, and all the normal stuff that you shouldn't be doing anyways, right? So but I'll be getting back to the multiplayer days and multiple streams a day, and Out of War, GMS, Farm Sim. So we've met a lot of new people on the channel, and sat down and hung out with you guys, and it's been great. Cross-platform would be good, but I doubt it because they'd have to redo a lot. And I like manners, no play. Yeah, for the better part of what, 3 months now, we've been hitting a lot of multiplayer sessions, massive amount of multiplayer sessions. it's been good. The turnout's been great. Everyone comes in and works real hard. We've been doing a ton of work on the claim, ton of work in farm sim. These guys have been playing off stream. These guys have been crushing it. They've been just farming silage for like the last week and some change. Hope you won't want me to play. Well, if you guys can contain it, we appreciate it, because you know what I mean, like. Well, we also do keep in mind, when these guys do play a lot to progress the saves even off stream, so you know what I mean? Like, come on in and just hang out. Discord's for us. We're hanging out in the community and getting to know people. We definitely like to pick on people, so if you get offended really easily, then yeah. One of our major rules is if you're a snowflake, you know, be careful. You will get picked on. Just so you know we like you. Yeah, if you send like an essay to Dopey, Dopey's just going to give you the middle finger. She ain't going to read it all. It unsubscribed you? Yeah, it does that stuff a lot, quite a bit. Dopey's the one you got to worry about, not me. All right, guys. Let's guess it. Give it a guess. We've been digging in that sloppy dirt over there. Starting the ramp of the cut. What we got? What we got, guys? Last clean out of the night. Then I'm gonna go take a shower and relax for a little bit and kick back with everybody. I'm gonna jump into farm sim and just kind of chill in Discord. Are you guys in the VIP chat, or are you guys still down in the other room? Still down in the other room? And I will be streaming tomorrow as well too. I'll be playing GMS while it's fresh and while it's hot, and we're gonna continue digging on this thing. I'm gonna probably try to do like hour and a half to 2 hours. Like I said, it really depends on how you guys are feeling, right? So, but I'm gonna make sure we hit the variety in there, guys. So make sure that we don't stall out, you know. Also, too, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I think I'm going to do an episode 1 of the new season recap of that episode. So we'll be talking about the first episode of the new season of Gold Rush. So I'm not here tomorrow. Work rough, dude. Don't worry. We will be putting GMS in more. A lot more. I told you, I'm back. I was just waiting for content, man. I was just waiting for the content. Now we got that content. Now we got all new challenges, all new fun stuff to do. But Matthew's gonna cry with one of my meme videos coming out. 40 francs, 1 orange beast. Oh man. 40 francs, 1 orange beast. Oh man, yeah, that's what I do too, man. I work. I go to work at 10, and normally get off at 5, and then I try to get some sleep till about 10 o'clock, and then I get up, try to wake up real quick, any duties that I have to do, and then I jump on here and stream until about 6 o'clock, and then I take a couple hours for myself again before I go to work, and I do that 5 days a week. So. And most of the time on my days off, I'm recording or hanging out with you guys in Discord, so. Or streaming, just being, you know. Wait, what? Yeah, bro. I have the power to summon vehicles with no limit. Oh, yeah. No, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to split this claim in two. So I'm gonna take the claim and I'm gonna set up Orange Beast here on a new save, and I'm gonna set up Orange Beast here on a new save, and I'm gonna run probably cordlesses all the way down. I'm gonna try to radial cut all the way down the middle with both plants running at the same time and see what happens. I don't know how the workers are gonna work, so I don't know if the game's gonna be able to handle it, but it's gonna be fun to see. So we're gonna, like I said, the meme content's coming, dude. We're gonna have some fun with this, and you know what I mean? Like, see what I can handle. Stress test it. Let's go. I don't know if I'm gonna do it with cordless or Frank, because cordless have that issue with the I think hopefully it's fixed tomorrow. With the what's it called? You have to be right up on them when you're doing it. So is it longer than Frank? No, it's shorter than Frank. Except for I don't want to say too much about what it can and can't do. I have the spreadsheet from the devs that says what everything does. You'll have to find it out. You'll find out what it is. I mean, you obviously saw from the video that the hopper is monstrous, right? So, yeah. Hey, thanks, Robert. Man, appreciate that, dude. Yeah, so I just want to do some fun content, man. I just, you know what I mean? It's time to just do some fun stuff, and... Alright. Alright, here it is, guys. Last cleanup for the night. I appreciate you guys being here and everything like that, dudes. It means a lot, man. Like, honestly. A new era of GMS and working and playing and streaming it, and I'm looking forward to the future of this game and all the other games that I play, so yeah, appreciate you guys, man. All right, let's drop it. We're at 500. It's probably going to be about that 280 again. Yeah, about 280 digging in that sloppy stuff. 272. 272. Would I rather work or should work? Do you see the issue I worry about it? Okay. Just the other issue I worry about? Oh, I'll talk to you in private. Yeah. I'll talk to you in private about it. The generator's loud on the other side of the wall. It's okay if you guys just don't, as long as you guys ain't spamming it every other word. You know what I mean? You guys are all right. That's not gonna, we're not gonna hit you with that. It's mainly the other ones. Like literally, it was like 100 to 200 chat messages, like an hour when we were building those other projects. So, you guys are good. Turn off the belt. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If we don't catch you tomorrow, we'll be on playing some GMS tomorrow. Being on there, we might jump into Farm Sim after as well, but I want to get a nice little GMS stream going on and rocking that out, right? So, am I reading that right? New content for GMS? Yeah, man, we just got Orange Beast DLC, dude. Come on over to YouTube, check out all the videos, all the other content creators as well too. There's a whole bunch of content out there on YouTube, man. Hey, look at this monster. Woo! New claim too as well. Biggest claim ever. Hell yeah. It's like $7, man. Yeah, happy Turkey Day, everybody. Be safe out there if you're traveling to your family and everything like that. If you're just kicking back playing, come on in, hang out. And like I said, we'll probably play some. Maybe it depends. It depends on how many people want to play, if you know what I mean. But me and Dopey will be here. If you guys want to maybe, like I said, maybe jump into Farm Sim a little bit later. What's my time zone? Okay, so for a lot of you new watchers, I'm Pacific Standard Time. So pretty much I start my stream. Normally I start my streams at around 12 o'clock. So maybe between 12 to 1, depending on if I work late and I don't get any sleep. That is what depends on everything. But normally I'll be in Discord and I'll be like, hey guys, I'm just torched. I'm not going to be working. I'm not streaming today. I'll let you guys know. Discord's definitely a place you guys want to be if you want to be a part of the community, everything like that. And Cam, thank you much for that follow as well, dude. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, so, and I try to stream from, I don't stream Mondays and Tuesdays normally. Right, so my normal schedule is Wednesday through Sunday. And that way I can play with you guys, because a lot of you guys can't play with us because you work all week long. Right, so what we try to do is we try to make sure that the guys that work on the weekdays, those are the people that we let come in and play with us on the weekends, because it's the only time they get to play with us. So I still work Saturday and Sunday night. Sorry, Sunday night. And then, you know, so I go back. So yeah, it's just, I decided to change up my schedule a little bit so I can play with more of you guys, because we're incorporating way more multiplayer games into the community now that Out of War has multiplayer. GMS 2 will have multiplayer. Farm Sim, you know what I mean? So did you see that Farm Sim got an update? Yes, I did. And did they end up fixing a lot of the other major bugs and stuff like that? Vileborg followed as well. Thank you much, Vileborg. It's about time you did. Come on here, dude. Oh man, welcome back, dude. I can't wait to see you guys play leaderboards and stuff like that, man. Hopefully you get the time off to do that, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what's up with the channel. Like I said, most of that information, I don't know where it's posted. It's posted somewhere. Horrible streamer, you know what I mean? So, but all you guys that's dropped donations and gifteds and stuff like that, thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys as always. You know, that's weird. I was subscribed but it didn't follow. See what I mean, dude? Because I know you've been a follower on Twitch. It's just they unsub you if like the content creator hadn't streamed in a while or you hadn't viewed it. I don't like that platforms do that, but I understand why they do. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Done. I'm gonna go take a shower and relax for a little bit. I'll be in Discord hanging out if you guys want to come in and say what's up, or I think these guys are just grinding Farm Sim 25. So that's what's up. I'll catch you guys tomorrow here. Like I said, happy Turkey Day. Be safe, everybody. And catch you on the next one, dudes.